Hey guys, how are you doing? This will feel awkward. Yes. I don't know. Wait. I forgot YouTube will see this. Damn it! Hey, what people? How are you doing? If you're rewatching the what, really appreciate that. So, we're gonna do today is just we're learning how to play Arknights. It's simple. But I am gonna learn every single Arknight's character, talent, freaking skills. Base skill maybe. I don't know if we're gonna go with base skills. I assume not. I'm very sure we're not doing that. But like I want to learn just the talents, the traits. Like the traits I know most, but the talents is the one I'm struggling with. All three skills of each and every operator are on global, and I just want to know it by heart. For me, I don't know why. I really don't know why, but it's like I think it's important that I know every single character by heart. Like when someone asks me, like, "Hey, what do I think about this character?" Like, if I have to check first, like, "Oh yeah, that's they had that talent or something." I don't know. I want to be better with like knowing by heart what they can do. For example, I realized when I used potential or something, I didn't know her talent before I actually started using her. And stuff like that I want to prevent. I want to know each and every character. And so today, we're learning how to play Arknights. Or in other words, we're learning every single Arknights operator. By heart, yes. Besides Yen. Obviously besides Yen. I might include Carnelian, but there's no point for me to include her that much or like every CN operator because I don't know them. I don't know the most of them. I know Carnelian is like Beeswax, so yeah. By force. Adam, you were faster than the bot, so I really appreciate that. How are you doing? We're reading a lot today. Like, we are reading a freaking ton. So, for the people, once again, I know nobody beside you is here, but like, what we're doing is I am gonna through A-ships through every single freaking character, and I am gonna learn what they can do, what their talent is, how tall they are, how I don't know what boobs. No, I'm not joking. But I'm just gonna go through the talents, through the traits, and everything. Also, Kamikaze Pegasus. Hey, how are you doing? Also, Sunshine was taken. Oh, Sunshine was taken. Hey, how are you doing? So, did I mispronounce it? Also, Axolotl, OMG, Cesith is reading operators. Absolutely, I will read every single one. This will be a pain. Like, this will be a pain. But like, the thing is, I haven't seen a single YouTube video or a single video from YouTube Arknights that showcased every operator in it. Like, wouldn't it be cool if like there's a video or something that you can just check like every single operator with opinion of someone, like reading through it so you can just listen to it that you don't have to read it by yourself. I felt like this would be cool. If I would start off, I would watch it. So I felt like I'm just gonna make something like this. I know it's not the most interesting thing, but I will benefit from it. And if you're here, I'm very sure some of you will too. If you don't already know every single character by heart. So, Nightingale Amnesia. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying your first stream. It's a read stream finally. It is a reading stream. You can say it's a reading stream. But like, this might end up on YouTube on my main channel. I don't know. It might end up on my VOD. It will end up on my VOD channel. That is very, very sure. I don't know, clip channel maybe. But anyway, hey YouTube, how are you doing? So if you're wondering what we're doing today, we're gonna go through every single character in the game. You may see that the video is 3 hours long, or I don't know. I edited some part out, but most of the time it's not edited. But I will go through every character, read their trait, read their talent, just know what they can do. Base skills, we might not go over every base skill. I don't know, it depends. I don't think that's the most important thing. You will definitely see it in display, so if you want to read it by yourself, you can definitely do that. But beside this, this is everything I have planned for today. It's not for everyone, but I still hope you enjoyed. And that was my scuffed YouTube intro. So how is everyone doing? I'm totally off with everyone. Like so. I didn't say hello to everyone. So hello Showa, hello Golden, hello Mr. Drillisk, hello Wengcho, Cube, Allison, Alberto, that was everyone, Ashfire, Gamebot, Sheradar. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Story, we're not reading story. It's just here so I know like the talent space. Like if I would read the story of 180 or 190 characters, if I would read the entire page of every single one, I am very sure I can do a 24-hour stream. Especially because my reading abilities are not that amazing. For example, she's terrifying when she's mad, but you don't want to mess with her even when she's not. Gen Special Inspection Unit Chief LGD is cooperating with Rhodes Island to fulfill the obligations outlined in her contract. So we're not doing that. But you don't mess with Jen. We know this now. 72 hour stream. Hey, possibly. Also, we're having a new playlist. It is changing, right? It's not just this song. It is changing! Yes! We have a new stream playlist, so I don't have to manually add the song every time. To see if you read story, you would know what's Moshima's gun. Moshima's gun is I just realized the music is a little bit loud while the alerts are a little bit quiet. I can definitely change that. God. Ooh, there we go. Wait, do a coin flip for ban permission on Discord. I bet Nikitne now. Allison, we can do another one in a week or something. We did one last time. We're not gonna do every time one. So, to see if you read story... Wait, yeah. Moshima's gun. What is Moshima's gun? Moshima's gun is... she is using an LMG. If you don't know this, then you don't know the story. She is using an LMG. She's just not having it with her all the time. But her main weapon is an LMG. An M36. If you didn't know that, sorry, you should read more. Anyway, do a dice. Okay, I could do a dice, like imagine, like 2 times on 6, Allison gets the permission. Everything else, I don't know, Allison will never get the chance again. That would be brutal. That would be really brutal. I'm not doing that though. So I think we can start. Most of this will be edited out already. But it will be such a pain editing 3 hours out of this. So, first of all, Jen is like dual striker, regular attack deal damage twice. The 2 skills or the 2 talents she has. When deployed, recover 1 offensive recovery, defensive recovery SP to allies every 4 seconds. That's kinda nice actually. Attack plus 5%, 5% defense, and physical invasion 10. Actually, I didn't know that she has physical invasion. Okay, cool. And skills. On the next attack, strike the enemy for stealth. Wait. Okay, strike the enemy for chef, dealing 20% physical damage, or 320% physical damage, and stunning the enemy for 1.5 seconds. Second skill, deal 500% physical damage and 500% arts damage to at most 7 enemies ahead. And the third skill, seek the closest enemy around and unleash 10 consecutive slashes, each hit dealing 320 physical damage and stunning the target for 4 seconds on the last hit. To see if it's actually learning. Yeah, I need to learn every single one. I just need to. But, yeah. I said, like, this will not be the most interesting thing for watching, but it's just nice to have, like, an idea of what the area operator can do. And I was like, I didn't know she has physical invasion. Since when has she that? Actually, I completely forgot. But also a little side information. For clue farming, I heard, or from what my knowledge, she's the best operator to have for farming clues. I think it's 52% or 51% of her clue farming or something. She's pretty good, actually. Also, Max, how are you doing? So, yeah, I think Jen is an amazing operator. She's good. But I think Bybig is better. We can go later to that when I review Bybig. But, like second skill, let's be honest. Second skill, you place her down, you want the enemies dead, right? So it's like Surtur, but a lot worse. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of like placing Chen down and just take her out again as soon as she has done the slash. In my opinion. You can disagree, but yeah. Third skill is kinda nice to have. Yeah, I don't know. Also, oh no, first skill. And first skill, that one is kinda interesting actually. I want to see like if you could use it against the golem with a combination. With like maybe, I don't know, Chen Bybig, just those 2 to never get hit. Might work. But yeah, Mad PB13, hey, how are you doing? Poor Chen is outclassed in every way. I personally think Chen is no. I personally think Bybig is better. Read biofiles on trust and promotion 2 and voice. I'm not gonna go for that. If I would read everything, there would be no chance. So, Siege. Siege has a little bit the reputation that she is now outclassed by Saga. But we will see. What does Elysium Skill 2 do? I haven't got Elysium yet. Elysium Skill 2. That's actually the one I have, M3. It slows down. It slows down every enemy in the circle. But we see that when we go to Elysium. It has, like, I think the supporter range, like the Sora range and Sculptor range, and then it slows down everything in its range. If I recall it correctly. But we will see. Liscarm, Chen, Bybig. That would be a cool thread, right? Okay, bless me. So, Siege. Siege, the second 6-star operator, can block 2 enemies like a normal Vanguard. She's like DP recovering. You can place her down. She gets DP. When deployed, all Vanguard's operators gain attack and defense +8. Kinda nice. Obtain 1 SP when an enemy dies within the 4 adjective tiles. Thank you very much, guys. She is also, like, I wish, like, what can you pair this with? Like, what is good? I mean, you can use everything that can kill. She doesn't have to kill it to get the 1 SP. It's not bad. Like, she's not bad. It's just, I don't know. It's fine. She can deal a ton of damage in the beginning. So the first skill, kind of boring. Immediately obtain 12 DP as soon as she gets a skill, which is 35 seconds. Every 35 seconds, she gets 12 DP. Good. Second skill, that is I think that is the one that most people are using, right? The next attack deals 340 damage, physical damage to all enemies within the 4 chatted tiles. Additionally, obtain 3 DP. It's like not bad, but it's like, I don't know. Later, like, it's physical damage, so keep in mind, like, you place her down, in the beginning she's doing really well. As soon as, like, there's, like, defense heavy enemies, she's just not damaging that much. And, like, every other 6 is probably doing more. Or not every, but she's okay. But I never really used her. I don't think it's a must use. Like, definitely not. But she's kind of nice if you got her in the beginning. Skill is nice if you only reach, if only she tried DP during it too. So, the third skill. Increase attack interval plus 1 second, which is the bad thing. But attack deals 380% damage, and they have 40% chance to stun the target for 1.5 seconds. I mean, the duration is 25 seconds, right? It's kinda nice. But the problem I have with her is just like there's some operators that you don't mind having RNG on, and some you do. And like 40% is like, is it going up with leveling? It doesn't. So it's skill 1 is still the same chance. It just doesn't feel consistent. Especially like, I mean, it's not bad. But I'm missing something. Like in the beginning, she's fine. Wait, it doesn't even regenerate DP. Wait. Okay, this is good to know. So the third skill is not even regenerating DP. Why would you use her? Why would you use her? Right? I didn't miss anything. Why would you use a Vanguard if she can't even regenerate DP? That's the thing. So it's a kinda loss there. But damage-wise, I think she can deal pretty much because this is a 25-second duration. She attacks every 2 seconds. That is not bad itself. Yeah, like if you ban like guards and something, then you can obviously do pretty well. And the additional stun, if it happens, it's cool. Just not consistent. Shining. Shining is one of the most... Wait, we can actually... I need to learn, okay? Sorry, guys. I will try to display also the skins that they have. But like, Shining is one of the most beautiful characters in the game. In my opinion, she's just so beautiful. The cosplays are amazing. If you ever seen Shining cosplays of that skin... I didn't try it. I really like that. Can we skip this one? I hate her. I think she's beautiful. Why would you hate her? She heals friendly units. She can heal your KOB. We see Shining cosplay from you soon. I don't think that will happen. I don't think. But like, you can see like trust and everything. I'm not going over the potentials and stuff. But yeah. So potential 6. Attack speed plus 13%. So, the talents. First of all, allies within attack range gain say 65 defense. Not percent, just 65 defense. If it's max, additional 5, so it would be... Oh, wait. No, it's 60. And if it's max, it's 65. Okay. Cesith can also skip Nightingale versus 6-star design. Why? Guys have no taste! Beagle is the one. Okay, it's not the 6-star, but Beagle is the worst design. Anyway, like the attack speed there, like 10 attack speed, that is pretty good actually. Like getting some dupes of Shining, it's the second dupe. It's not bad. It's pretty nice actually. The first skill, reminded to be a bit pretty boring. Attack plus 80%, attack speed plus 20. Fine. It's just what it is. It heals better than normal. It's a skill. Nothing too special about it. Second skill. The next heal will grant shield to the target that lasts for 3 seconds. The shield can absorb damage equal to 50% of Shining's attack. Additionally, increase the target defense by 50%. Can hold 3 charges. So the thing that I don't like about this, it's for 3 seconds. That's the thing I don't like. I have it M3. I use it. It's just, if the timing is off with the placing the shield and the enemy attacking, the enemy can attack you immediately after shield is gone. And that's kind of sad. Besides this, it's pretty good. Like, it just has to be like, the timing has to be good. Otherwise, if it's a slow attacking enemy, and then it's like always off when the shield's placed, and then it's gone again, and then it attacks, it can be quite annoying, in my opinion. Why is Cesith reading? I am reading Prince Percival. The first time I'm reading live on stream. I thought like it might be a cool thing for people, for me, to know what they can do and everything. Because I don't remember that she had the attack speed. I really need to learn their talents more. That's the thing. And now the third skill. The third skill is amazing. The reason why this is amazing, I love this one so much. Attack plus 50%. All allies within attack range gain 100% defense. Now this is nice. The reason why I think it's amazing, it's 60 seconds, right? 60 seconds is pretty long. And that's everyone in the attack range, right? If there's no arts damage things, this is pretty cool. Pretty amazing. Read lore tour, it's important info for gameplay. I said I don't think lore will ever happen. Maybe, I don't know. But like the only down thing about this, it's 2 minutes. Or 120 SP. So you use it, and then if you want to use it again, maybe undeploy her and deploy her again. You're probably better off with that. But all in all, I really like the skill. It's nice to have. It's really nice to have. Like getting that much defense is crazy. Good. Also she's beautiful. Nightingale. I'm not skipping Nightingale, guys. This is good reading time. Lore reading time is for when he has everyone trusted 200%. Or 200. Yeah, maybe. So, heal up to 3 heal up to 3 friendly units at once. So she's the first AoE healer. Spell resistance is kind of nice to have. All allies within attack range gain arts resistance plus 15. This is already pretty good. Like, they just have to be in their range. Nothing else, just in the range, no skill activated, nothing. Nice to have, really good against like Tallulah, or just everything that deals arts damage. Problem with that, I personally don't think FR as an amazing heal, but we go with that later on. Able to use phantoms, so she can use phantom copies. No. Able to use phantoms. Phantoms can attack or block enemy. Phantoms cannot attack or block enemies. They have 75 arts resistance, 30% physical invasion, and high taunt level. Additionally, they lose 3% max HP every second. So for the people that don't know how the Phantoms looks like, if they have never seen it, this is the Phantom they're talking about. We're not talking about Phantom. This is Phantom Cage. First skill. Attack plus 90%. Super boring. Wouldn't use it. The next heal will grant shields to all targets that last for 5 seconds. The shield can absorb arts damage equal to 90% of Nightingale's attack. Additionally, they increase the target's arts resistance by 20. Can hold 3 charges. It's fine, like, it's fine, but it's, I don't know. It's not that amazing. Like, if I would use Nightingale, I would go with the third skill. Like, yeah. I think the third skill is the best one here. It's like, it's okay, but yeah. Also, thanks for telling me skin. This is how the skin looks like. So, third skill. Expand attack range, attack plus 80%. All allies with an attack range gain 150% arts resistance and 25% arts invasion. So, this skill is amazing because of that. And not only this, also same like Shinings, it's 60 seconds. So for the Talula's Fireball, must use. Must use. If you want to have an easy time, you use her. Because they deal quite some damage. Or just any stage that has a lot of arts damage, she's pretty good at. If there's not a lot of arts damage on the stage, I personally would recommend you using the Applesauce Perfumer. I don't know if I would use Perfumer over Nightingale. But like, I would definitely use the Applesauce over Nightingale though. And like someone said, like just right now, you can't control it. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the second skill. Third skill is the only reason why I would use her. But on a normal stage without a lot of arts damage, I wouldn't bring her to the fight. Good. Next one. Ifrit. We can review their feat drip though. We could review the feats as well. You know, we could do that. I have to upload 3 feed pics today evening. I think I promised that you guys that I'm gonna upload 3 feed pics on my only feed. So, Ifrit. Like, Ifrit is a really... I think many people like Ifrit. The thing is, you just gotta learn how to use her. But she's strong. She is really strong. Nightingale is one of the first 6 as well. Like, yeah, hey. She has an okayish design. So first of all, Ifrit is a really cool operator. I like her. She's just really difficult to use. Like, you can use her on the most stages, but you gotta learn where you can place her and where it's smart and where it isn't smart, you know? Not every stage is made for her, but you can place her if you want her. If you want to. On some she's doing better, on some she's doing worse. Reason why this is like this, her attack range is, as you can see here, rather unique, I would say. We're gonna go first with the talent. If she is C2, wait, which one is the one with C2? It's the one down. So first of all, inflict arts resistance minus 40% to all enemies within attack range. Pretty good, right? Recover an additional 2 SP every 6 seconds. Nice to have. Definitely. Is it going up? Oh, wait, this is going actually up. Wow, didn't know this. And, okay. So, Ifrit potentials upgrades are not that bad, actually. Like, 0.5 seconds isn't a lot, but it's something. Ifrit is even good on 1 tile. Like, it feels wasted a little bit. She's not bad on 1 tile. Let's just phrase it that way. She's better if she can hit in a straight line. For example, on... What was a good stage? 1.7? 1.7 is a good stage. There's still 3 lines, but she can perform pretty well there. First skill, pretty boring, wouldn't use it. Attack plus 20%. Attack speed, 80. It's okay. It's not crazy, right? Second skill, that is the one that lazy people use and still really, really strong. And like, you don't have to use a brain, you don't have to time anything. It just does an amazing job without you doing anything besides placing her down. The next attack deals 250% arts damage. Additionally, inflict minus 300 defense and burn the target for 3 seconds. 3 charges. I think we can say that this is pretty good, right? Third skill. Also, this is a skill that many people use if you need to time it, if you need a lot of damage at one point of the time. Deal 140% arts damage to the ground enemies within attack range every second and inflict minus 20 arts resistance. And this is a skill duration. This is not just one time. This is like for 20 seconds. And she attacks like every 3 seconds. It's good. It's good. Problem, if it loses 2% of max HP every second, keep that in mind. She gotta be healed. Otherwise, she might die without you wanting that. Yeah, resistance shred is really strong. Like, you can use her in many ways. Just the thing, like, if you're a beginner, Mice resistance doesn't seem like a lot, or it's hard to implement this in your gameplay. But like, if you know how to use her, it's pretty good. Trust me, it's really good. That's how Ifrit Cow Scream does save my life. I used Ifrit so many times. many, like, the thing is, many say Ifrit, yeah, she's really inconsistent. You have to have the right map for her. You can use her on the most maps. It's just on some she's doing way better than on some others. But I think on the most maps she does a decent job. Still better than other 6-stars would. Passenger. Yes, so next one, Ea Fiatla. Ea Fiatla, probably one of the strongest 6-stars. If not the strongest. Yeah, it's not the strongest, but it's... Wait, I think she's the strongest consistent 6-star. While Surtur is someone you just place down, she's dead, you undeploy her, she's dead, she's gone again. You can have her on the field the entire time, you don't have to use Brain, definitely one of the strongest. Most of the people use the second skill, but I think she's pretty good. And it's Polaris' waifu. If you don't know Polaris is an Ea Fiatla lover. And she has cool voice lines, like a senpai voice line. But yeah. Is the music enough loud, by the way? Right now it's a little bit quiet, but I think it's enough loud. So, let's just start. So first talent, when deployed, all ally casters, operators gain 14% attack, right? You compare this with Ifrit, you compare this... Who is a good caster? Moshima is someone, but she's not really used a lot. Let's just say like Ifrit. Like Ifrit, additional damage on every caster, pretty good, right? Nice to have. Dusk as well. Like, there's a few. You can pair this pretty well. Second, after deployment, immediately gain a random amount of SP between 77 and 16. You can call this RNG. Whatever she gets, it's fine. Like, it is fine. Like, most of the time, if the second skill is M3, you can just snap with your fingers and they're already dead as soon as you deploy her. It deals a lot of damage. First skill, definitely not recommended. No. I don't know. I saw Polaris using it once, but I don't know if anyone actually uses it. Attack speed plus 60. On the second cast, on and onwards, additionally increase attack by 60%. I don't know. I don't know. Most of the people use the second skill or the third skill. So the next attack deals 370% arts damage with enemies nearby. The target received half the damage. Additionally inflict minus 25% arts resistance to the main target for 6 seconds. It's nice. It's a nice to have the second thing, right? It's strong. It's really strong. So for example, she has now 3 charges. Something strong is going to a range. She attacks it. Dealt a lot of damage. Next attack deals even more damage to it because of the minus 25 arts resistance. Cool to have. Strong. Deals a ton of damage. Like, this is for the lazy people. If you have a boss you need to kill, everyone is using the third skill. Attack plus 130%. Expand attack range. Greatly reduce attack interval. Minus 1.1 second. This is a ton. This is so big. From her usual 1.6, right? Attacks change to firing lava randomly up to 6 enemies within attack range. So for everyone that has ever seen this skill, they know if something is in her range and she attacks with that, that thing is most likely dead. If it's not a strong boss. But it deals a ton of damage. It's freaking broken. I would also consider this as one of the strongest skills in the game, besides like Surtur's third skill. Really good. What else? I think skin. Polaris will love the skin. When do we get this? I think pretty soon, right? Let's just go with the next one. Ea Fiatla is strong. Definitely Ea Fiatla is one of the strongest operators in the game. Exia. She's cool. I personally think she's the best 6-star to get to start off. Like, if you start off with the game, she's easy to use. She's strong since the beginning. She's doing really well. Sometimes you're missing snipers in the beginning. With her, you will never have problems. She's really good at taking down drones, like really good. Exia is Katsu's waifu here in the chat. I remembered it. And yeah. She has 3 skins. One of them is not released yet, and probably never will. I still believe one day we get it. But so far, we have no confirmations with that. This is the KFC skin, by the way, which is not released. So Exia's talents are pretty good. Let's just go with potential one. Okay, or potential 0. Attack speed plus 12. For a sniper, really good, simple, not hard to realize or how it works, to understand how it works. Attack plus 6%, nice. Max HP plus 10% when deployed grant the same effect to a random ally. So it's most of the time, I got this right? Don't place her first, because then you would lose out with this talent. Like you wouldn't get it. So you should place her second at least. So another person will get it. I don't think if you place her first, if you place the second one, they don't get it, if I recall this correctly. First skill, decent, probably what every sniper has, not something you should level. The next attack deals 3 hits, with each hit dealing 145 damage. Decent, not too strong. Attack deal 4 hits, with each hit dealing 125 damage. This is like a skill. Like, it's hard if I can't visualize it. But like, she is shooting for 15 seconds, right? And that is so strong. It deals so much damage. It's pretty much the third skill, just with the difference it is timed. So, third skill, attack deals 5 hits with each hit dealing 110% damage, reduce attack interval to a certain extent, minus 0.22 seconds. It's like that skill is stronger, but you can't time it, so most people use third skill. If you need to time it really well, then you use the second skill. Would recommend leveling the first skill though. One day we get the KFC skin. I believe in it. One day. Don't give up hope, guys. Beside that, this is pretty much Exia. Sniper gets trust 90 attack. It's okay. It's one of the strongest sniper. It depends like what stage it is. Ash or she, depends who is better. Just time it by her placement timing. Yeah, that's the thing. You can time it there. But if it goes beyond the second or third time you need to have the skill, then it's very hard to time. We're gonna go with Angelino. So Angelino, my first 6-star in the game, and I really love slow. She's a supporter that can slow enemies, attack deals arts damage, and inflicts slow, so just a normal supporter style. All allies attack speed 7. This is a strong talent. Like if you remember how Exia was, it was just 12 for her. This is for every ally. It is strong. I like that. While skill is not active, all allies recover 20% every second on the entire field. So you have a, it's not a strong heal, but you have a heal on the entire field, which is just a bonus to have. First skill, normal. Attack plus 110%. It deals a ton of damage, but it's like you can't activate it by yourself. It's not really that consistent. It's just there when you have it. Not the biggest fan of it. Second skill though, deals a ton of damage to a single enemy. Massively reduced attack interval, reduced to 15%. However, attacks will only deal 45% arts damage. So it's it's not good against every enemy, but if physical damage deals a lot to them, it's not bad. But I have to admit, I never really used that one. Third skill, this is the one the majority uses, and the one that is pretty amazing. It reduces the weight of all enemies by 1 level. Expand attack range, attack plus 150%, attack 5 targets simultaneously. This is so strong. Like, it is a slow on 5 targets with a ton of damage. Like, the problem with her, unable to attack when the skill is not active. She's just standing there not doing anything, right? This is the only downside with the skill. But like, if that wouldn't be there, she would be my tier as an S class operator. But because of that, I gave her the S. She's strong. But if you're a new player, don't focus on her too much, because she's really starting to shine at E2. So if you can't E2 her immediately or something, she's not the strongest one to have. She's good, but not the strongest. Her skill 2 is good until it's a character. Yeah, I mean, her skill 2 is okay, as long as she attacks just this one enemy you want to attack. If there's like 5 enemies in attack range and she attacks just random ones, like the ones you don't want that she attacks, it's a little bit wasted. I had this when I needed to take down the hammer guy. So yeah, on the last CC. I remember when Agna first came out and everyone thought she was bad because they didn't know how to use her. Like, also, like, we can talk about Neural later on. Null was the one that everyone said, like, oh, she's so garbage. She's horrible. Everyone said that. Null is not that bad. Now, she is getting outshined by Zarya. Tiny, tiny bit. It's not even that big of a difference. But, I don't know. Zarya is just more versatile in general. But we go with that later on. We will see that. Who is the next one? Silverash. Silverash. How many people will hate me for that? Like, Silverash is one of the strongest operators in the game, that is for sure. But only when you have him on the third skill. But first, let's read everything. Harrow the Frog, appreciate the follow. Can perform range attack, however, attack decreased to 80% when attacking enemies. Wait. Attack decreased to 80% when attacking enemies with ranged attack. So the attack range of him on E1 is like the dig form, the dig formation. Pretty nice to have, pretty long. Attack plus 10%, all operators in deployment time is minus 10%. It's okay. I actually didn't remember that one. I never cared about this. If you know the stage and everything is well planned out, most of the time, it's still if you fast deploy, it can be quite nice. Yeah, it's just 10%. I don't know. Is it going up? It's going up a little bit. It's not bad. The mob formation, the tower formation, as I said. I don't know what you're thinking about. Enemies within attack range lose stealth. That is really strong. That is now something that is very strong on some like challenge mode stages where they're invisible and just stuff like that. If there's invisible enemies, this can be quite useful. This is one of the big things why Silverash is so strong. First skill, next attack deals 290% damage. It's okay. I don't love it. Can switch between default state and following state. Reduce attack range, defense plus 100 recovery, 6% max HP every second. Recover 6% max HP every second. Problem I have with this skill, many people say they love this skill. And yes, he can be quite tanky, like 100% more defense, right? It was 100% more defense. That would be like a defense of like 800. With like the trust, we're talking about like 900 defense or something. That is pretty good. 880 or something. Super tanky, right? With the heal from himself, he can replace a freaking tank. Problem with that, it feels like the range, if the range would be just one tile longer, I would love it. The thing is, I don't know, it just feels like really, really small, the attack range. That's the problem I have with it. But beside that, strong. Like, it's strong. But it's not the one thing, like, I wouldn't recommend leveling that one. Because, why not just use a freaking tank in the first place, right? It deals damage, like, still deals quite some damage. But, I don't know. Like, it's okay. And like you lose out with that, you pretty much lose out with the second talent as well. First skill though is the reason why Silverash was once called the strongest operator in the game, and some still call him like that. Defense minus 70%, so be careful he doesn't get attacked. Attack plus 200%, expand, attack range, attack 6 targets simultaneously treated as melee attacks. This shit, like, look at this attack range. Now, this is insane. Like, this is really insane. And even though I don't think it does arts damage, but you can attack enemies with a lot of defense. That shit is doing so much damage, you don't even realize that it is just physical damage, right? And yeah, it's just killing. It's just killing so bad. Like, it's so strong. The thing is, if the skill is not activated, I don't know, I think he's underwhelming. When the skill is not activated, he's really not doing that much. Many people just place him down, use the skill, take him out again, wait until redeployment time is done, and place him again. I am not the biggest fan of that, but if you just check what he's doing when the skill is activated, he can be called one of the strongest one. Like, he can just whip the floor with everything. Long downtime. Yeah, that's a reason why many people are just undeploying him. The thing is, you see it's 30 seconds. It's just initial SP 75, so you need to wait 15 seconds until you can have it again. You save like 15 seconds if you take him out with undeploying. He's strong. It's just like in the beginning, I don't know if I would prioritize him with leveling. If you can E2 him, that dude is carrying your ass. So Hoshikuma is tanky, really tanky. But I think, in my opinion, defenders are losing their spot in Arknights. It might be just me. Rakeos, thanks much for follow. It might be just me, right? But I feel like defenders are less used than before. Because why would you use a defender that deals barely no damage over someone else, right? So for example, you can use a Blaze. That will also do a lot. It's also quite tanky. But we'll go we go back to that later. So can block 3 enemies like a normal defender. Hoshi, the reason why Hoshi is really strong, she has a chance of dodging, right? Gain 25% physical and arts block. Wait a second, guys. I gotta confirm something. Usually they say invasion. This is no difference. It's invasion, right? They just use another word here. Am I wrong? I'm very sure it's just invasion. It's just they use a different word here. It's dodge. Don't know why they choose to use a different word here. When deployed, all allied defenders operating gain 6% defense. Nice to have. Not crazy, but nice to have. But once again, you don't really have a lot of defenders on the field. Maximum 2 or 3. As long as you don't do defender knights. Do you need it? I don't know. First skill, rather boring. Defense plus 80%, attack plus 40. Okay, not crazy. Defense plus 30%. When attacked, deal physical damage equal to 100% of Hoshikuma's attack to an attacker. The thing is, this is a passive. You don't have to activate this. You can place her down. She has that. That's fine. So she is quite tanky without even having to activate the skill or use the second skill. It's a boring skill. It's the easy skill to use. It's the one I used the entire time. You don't have to spray it. You don't have to time anything. And she's still doing quite an amazing job. Yeah, CC Blade. It's strong. It's strong. It's no doubt it's a good skill. It's just like the lazy skill. And here we see like even with the animation there. I like this. I like this how this looks. Wait. Why did she do it? Now, so it looks kind of cool with the skin though. This is the skill that many people use if they also want to deal damage with defenders. Attack plus 140% damage, defense plus 90%, slices all enemies 1 tile ahead using her shield. The reason why this is so cool is because it doesn't have an attack limit, right? So it's like an AoE attack to everything in front of her. Pretty strong. It deals a ton of damage. Like, Hoshikuma's damage is not that horrible with that skill. It's like 430, and with that, goes up to like 900 or something, right? And that is like it attacks a lot. Like attack time is crazy good. She also gets more attack and more defense with trust. She's a good defender, but what I want to say in the beginning, like defenders are losing their spot in Arknights, in my opinion. It's like, when do you really need to use defenders? Why not just use something that deals so much damage that they can't even reach you? Like, there's only a few occasions where I would say, I don't know. They're not bad, but like later on, I barely use any defenders anymore. So I don't. Zarya, but she's a healing defender. But besides Zarya, I don't know. I mean, maybe arts defenders. We can go to arts defenders later, but arts defenders, they do have a spot still. So Zarya, oh, that is a good one. Perfect transition. So Zarya is an exception. Zarya healing defenders. I think healing defenders are still very, very strong. Like, let's just read the talents first. So first of all, every 20 seconds after deployment, attack plus 5% and defense plus 4% stacks up to 5 layers. So if she's placed down for 100 seconds, she has 25% more attack and 20% more defense. And yeah, this is strong. Just make sure to deploy her early if you want to get that bonus. And when healing an ally, grant 1 SP to the target. That is good. That is okay. But I have one question to you guys about the second skill then. First skill, that is the one that actually the majority uses. It's a strong one. The next attack will heal all nearby allies with less than 50% for 180% attack. Reason why I love and hate the skill, it's only at 50%. So if there's an enemy that deals 60% of the HP of your ally, it might just one-shot it without having the chance to heal it. But all in all, it's a strong heal, super nice. It's only 4 SP, so every 5 seconds or every 4 seconds you can activate it, right? Or activate it. It's by itself. It's auto. It's strong. It's strong. Like, she's worth M9ing, actually. I wouldn't. But yeah. Emo second skill is the most skippable. This is the one I have a question to. This is the one I have in 3 actually. Heal allies within a certain range for 140% of Cyrus attack. Like, this is all allies within this range, which is pretty good. So if you have an AoE caster coming towards you, solid. The reason why, or the reason what I want to, or the thing that I want to ask you guys, the second talent, when healing an ally, grants 1 SP to the target. If she heals now everyone, will everyone in that attack range, or everyone in that range get an additional SP? Does it work like this, or will it just randomly select one? I never really focused on that. But like, it only gives damaged allies SP, like the one that are getting healed, obviously. Imagine not abusing skill 2 range damn. The thing is, I used it. I never realized that it's like this, but I honestly feel like it could be like that. And like, that could be quite kinda nice, actually, if you consider that. But I don't know for sure. Everyone that is healed, yes, so needs to have lost HP. Yeah. So they need to be damaged, but when she heals them, they get in 1 SP. So you can say yourself, is it big, is it not big? But for example, I think that would also work with Warfarin. So if Warfarin is in the range, Tsar would heal it. Warfarin would also get an additional SP. And Warfarin can heal then even more with the first skill, for example. That would be a really good combination. I like that one. Especially because it heals when they just have a little bit of damage. So you don't have the risk of like the boss deals 60% or more damage. So they can one-shot. Tsar will not be enough for the heal itself, that's for sure. But I still think it's quite nice. I still think the second skill is not that bad. Even though, if you say it's the most skippable one, yeah, I mean, why not? All skills are good. It doesn't matter which skill you're not leveling. For example, I used the third skill before. You can use it. It's kind of nice, but you don't need to. Katsuo, thanks so much for joining in. Appreciate that. See ya. It's mostly, yeah. If I would skip one, it's the third skill. It's just too situational. But like on certain bosses, it is really good. But the reason why I say it's in my opinion most skippable is because it's already good at SL7. Like, it's still better at M3, but just M3ing someone for a skill that you use like every once in a month. Once in a month, I don't know about this. So heal all nearby allies for 35% of Cyrus attack every second, inflict 35% arts damage taken, and 60% movement speed to all nearby enemies. It is good. It is good. It's a slow. It's a cool slow. It's a strong slow. And inflict 55% arts damage is also really good. And it also has a heal. Like, all in all, it's really good. The speed cost is really high. That's the problem with that. It's only for 30 seconds. But, like, it's a boss killer skill. Like, if you need to have time and to kill a boss, your allies deal now more damage to it most of the time. Like, more arts damage taken. Almost every time. It's a good skill. It's just like, I don't know. It's like only for bosses. Like on normal stages with like not strong enemies, you don't really need it. If you have Neafiata skill 3. If you have Neafiata skill 2, you deal most of the time enough damage. It's nice to have, but it's not a must-have. Have Surder and they are charade bosses. It's helpful, but there's not many boss stages you have to beat in general. I don't think it's worth M3ing though. It can help though. I mean, you could. It's not wasted. Scotty. She has the call of actually being one of the worst. Of being one of the worst sixes in the game. I don't think so. I disagree with that, but that's my opinion. I still think Ake is, in my opinion, worse. Who else? We can go to them later. I don't think she's the worst one though. But the reason why she lost her place a little bit because most of the enemies in the game have high defense, so it's really hard to use her. You know, she's not dealing that much damage. But let's just look at her. She's a duelist guard, and all Abyssal Hunters operators gain 14% attack. Abyssal Hunters, I think if I recall this correctly, Spectre is an Abyssal Hunter. There was another one, Andriana. I think there's only 2 other Abyssal Hunter beside Skadi. The thing is, that would be a cool one, a strong one. Oh yeah, Gladiator. Okay, Gladiator. I forgot Gladiator. So it is good. Like it's okay, but there's only 3 operators that can benefit from this. So free deployment time -10% at night -10 seconds. Okay, you can use as the heli drop now. Yeah. First skill, boring one, wouldn't use it. Attack plus 45%, attack speed for 45. Okay, not too interesting. After deployment, attack plus 170% for 30 seconds. Now this is why many people used it as used her as a heli drop in the beginning. You can place her down. The damage she's dealing is quite insane. Really strong for 30 seconds. I love it. It's strong. Like, look at her base attack. 1015. Not considering the trust that she's getting. And not only that, HP is nice as well. The only problem, or not only, the only thing that is not crazy is the defense itself. Attack time is good. It's a lot of damage. As long as it's not a defense heavy unit. Yeah, plus their talent. Yeah, plus their talent as well. The skill I also love, like, you can either use that skill or that skill. It depends on how you want to use her. I am free that skill though. Because attack plus defense plus HP plus 130%. It's strong. Like 130%, like consider that. This is like 7,000 HP. No. This is like 8,000 HP, right? Yeah, I don't know what you think about this. I think it's strong. You say now it costs 90, which is bad, but like it's 50 seconds. This shit is 50 seconds. While the initial cost is really high, if I recall correctly. Where is it? I can't wait. Where is it? Here. So initial SP is already 70, so you need to wait 20 seconds, and then you can use this insane skill. This is strong. the one block is problem as well. So she has 2 problems. 1 block and no arts damage. If she would only deal like 10% or 20% of that damage she's dealing arts damage, that girl would be one of the most. She would be average. She would be average to really good. But the thing is, like, there's so many heavy defense units that she kind of loses that spot. But like, think about the snipe. Yeah, was it sniper CC? I didn't use her there, but I can imagine that she's quite useful there. Like, against Frost Nova, she's amazing. She was amazing. Recommendable as the second skill. Would be better though, because you can just place her down. She has already the skill. But she deals quite some damage. In my opinion, you can make her skills unlimited duration. That would be amazing. But 50 seconds for the first skill is already quite nice. Like, the thing is, it depends on the stage. Later in the game, she kinda loses that spot, sadly. Really sad about this. I hope she gets a buff one day with like a little bit more arts damage, or she deals arts damage in one way, and then she'll be amazing. But yeah. Or just maybe attack twice. Attack 2 blocked enemies. Or blocks 2. That can make her already really strong. I think today, guys, by the way, we're gonna go through all the 6 stars. I think I'm not gonna go through every operator today. Mainly because I have to go somewhere, and let's just say if we go with that pace, every operator, that is taking freaking ages. Like, there is no way. There's no freaking way we would do this in one stream. Like, look at this. I think just 6 stars today, another day 5 stars, another day 4 stars, is definitely something we can consider. Also, then the video is not 3 hours long. Schwartz, Schwartz is amazing. Now, there's many uses for Schwartz. You can use it as a defense crusher, or like destroying defense of enemies, or you can use it as insane damage. Like you can use it in like against bosses. She can kill bosses like insanely fast. Her damage is crazy. Even though it's not arts damage, that shit is dealing like 3,400 damage or something. It's crazy. So high precision close range shooting, and we call this high precision sniper or something. When attacking, 20% chance to deal 160% damage and decrease the target's defense by 20% for 5 seconds. RNG skill or talent, not many people love it. I mean, not many people love RNG. I think it's just nice to have. Like, if you get lucky, you can do insanely well, but it's RNG. Arknights players usually tend to not like RNG in general. That's why they don't love Ethan. Ethan is amazing. Ifrit Schwartz. Imagine you can place Ifrit, that lane, another lane, Schwartz as well. That would be cool. Second skill, when Schwartz and at least one other sniper operator are deployed, all snipers operate gain A+ in the attack. So if you want to use that skill, you need to make sure. Wait, what? Okay. You can deploy Schwartz first, right? And then deploy Exia, and then you get the talent. You don't have to place her as the second sniper, right? You're fine if you place her as the first one, right? When Schwartz and at least another one sniper. Yeah, probably like this. But it's okay. I mean, the thing is, usually there's not many. You don't use a lot of snipers anymore because again, high defense units. That's the problem with Arctic in general. They kinda like snipers and duelist guard kinda lost their spot because the enemies have so much defense that if they don't deal arts damage, they just don't do a lot. And I hope they would change this back or just get them like a way to be useful again. You have to place another one for the buff, but you don't have to have her as the second sniper placed down. Like it just have to be like 2 snipers on the field and then they get all the buff. If I got this right. It's not like Xu skill that you have to make sure that she that another operator has to be deployed first. Also Chen coming. Oh yeah. Let's just go through the skills. The next attack deals 220% damage, increased talent activation chance to 80%. The next attack deals 200% damage, increased talent activation chance to 80. It's an instant attack though. Oh, I don't like this. Ooh, I don't like this. Never used the first skill though. Reason why I don't like this. It still has a chance to fuck up, right? It's like, imagine you get the skill and then like, oh damn, why is it not 100%? Like if why not 100%? That would have been cool. That is like, if you get really unlucky and then you want this to happen, then 3 times or 2 times in a row it just doesn't activate. Which is like 20% it doesn't activate once, and then it's like, I don't know, 2% or something. It can't F you run. I don't love it. So it doesn't have an effect other telling that. Was a little younger than 30, though about 20. Oh, didn't know we know that. I mean, yeah, snipers are just losing their spot. While I think Schwartz is one of the only snipers that still is performing really, really well. Besides the normal class sniper. Rapid fire snipers, they're, I don't know. So second skill is also one that many people use. Attack plus 130%, increased talent activation chance to 50%. So this one I like more because it's like it has a 40-second duration. So it's likely to attack. This one is just an instant attack and then you have to wait again. This one is fine. 30 SP cost is also not that bad. For 40-second skill, this is not that bad. I could see myself using that. Problem is her range. For the people that don't know, they have like a really tiny range. So that could be a problem. But the skill that many people use if they use snipers, I mean sniper A trait. Yeah. This is a skill that many people use for killing bosses. It's strong. It's like really, really strong. Attack range chance changes to 4 tiles ahead of self. Slightly increased attack interval, -4 seconds. Attack plus 180% increased talent activation to 100%. This shit is dealing a ton of damage. You see it has like the similar range to Ifrit, I think 1 or 2 tiles less than Ifrit's. But it's like crazy. It's like good. And trust me, this deals damage. And the reason why it deals damage, because it's like the talent activation effect is like 100%, right? And that means the target's defense minus 20. So she can do well. She is good. I love her. Sports is cool. She has one of the coolest designs. I love her. She has one of the coolest designs. Like, she's beautiful. Cosplay will never happen, guys. Sorry, guys. I can't. I know I disappointed now many people, but I can't, you know? As much as I want to, it's just, yeah. Helagur is he's strong. I think he's usable. I heard some people saying like they lost and Mitigard are not that useful anymore. I think they still are. Maybe cosplay when. Sheradar, I hope to cosplay Silverash at one point in my life. One day, someone is gonna request Silverash cosplay, and I can finally cosplay Silverash. That is my goal in my Arknight's career. Cosplaying a male. But he is strong. Like, so, back to Helagur. Helagur is in a Mitigar. What that means, cannot be healed by other operators. Heal 70 at HP on every hit on enemies. Why didn't it say HP or something? But yeah, he's strong. He is really strong. The advantage of this is you can place him down anywhere on the map and he can survive. Now, what is even stronger? Remember Angelina. Now, Angelina and Helagur are insanely good together. Like, all allies attack speed plus 7, also recovery, HP recovery. If you pair this with Helagur, this is pretty good. Then I requested Sheradar. Yeah, if I finally enable it again, I have to make sure. I have to make sure someday Silverash cosplay is gonna happen. I want to. I can do it without request. It's so expensive. It's so expensive though. But yeah, you see that it works really well together. When not blocking enemies, recover 60% of HP every second. Also, nice heal when he's not attack. Like, if he's attacking and he's not blocking anything, it's perfect. Like, if you have, how do I explain this? Like, look at the range. For example, an enemy will go in here in the range, and now you deploy like a Grell or something. He would attack Grell first, while Helagur can attack them, and is also not blocking them. So you get double heal, right? It works like this. Am I wrong? Can someone fact check me on that? I never, like, I used Helagur a few times. Never tried that though, but technically it should work out like that, if I read that correctly. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. Let's just go first to the skills. The next attack deals 2 hits, with each hit dealing 175% damage. Fine, not crazy. Attack plus 80% attack deals 2 hits again. Oh, wait, gain 75% physical invasion. But he needs to get damage to get ASP. Oh yeah, that's true. He has to be on low health. Oh, yeah. Wait, did I read the first talent? We increase attack speed based on HP lost. Up to 100 attack speed when 70% HP is lost. They didn't, yeah. So he has to be attacked at one point. So the best thing, if like this new caster, that he can attack and not blocking. Then you have the ultimate thing. So he's always on low health, but also gets the maximum HP recovery. Maybe it's too much then. Anyway, this is a good one. Like, this is a good skill. The duration of the skill is 13 seconds. Feels a little bit low though. Third skill, attack plus 100%, attack range plus 2 tiles, attack 3 targets simultaneously. Okay, I have a question. If he hit 3 targets simultaneously, right? Does he get 70 HP for all of those 3 targets he hit? Yes or no? Or is it just that one attack he gets 70 HP? Okay, perfect. That's what I want to confirm. Not that I say bullshit. So this is a really strong skill. 35 SP cost is a little bit high, but what it does, it's pretty good. I don't have... Like, the thing is, I used Helagur as a friend support unit a few times, but I never really read through everything that precisely. So I never really tried everything out, and when I used him, I never looked like, oh yeah, it does that and that. But this can be quite like, this can be a useful information. And that's why I'm reading this, because knowing stuff like that will open so many more opportunities when I play like CC, when I do challenges with my accounts, and like stuff like I would have not questioned myself if he would do that, if I wouldn't do that here, you know. Also, skin is beautiful. Recently came out, not available anymore right now, so we gotta wait for a rerun. Looks beautiful. It's a cool skin. It's a cool skin. Also, Hella Girl is known as Hella Daddy. Take A-ships. I'm on A-ships! MCC, just use Ethan and Manticore Surtur and he's good. Ethan Manticore and the Surtur is amazing. So, Megalan. This is one of the operators that many people complain in my tier list about. Why she's freaking S tier and not S+. For me, S+ are strong, insanely strong operators that also don't require brain. Megalan is someone that you can't use if you don't know how to use her. She is worse than Scotty if I play her. But if someone that knows how to play Megalan, like I think it was Rambi, right? Was it Rambi or was it Melmi? One of them is, I think it was Rambi, right? They know how to use Megalan. They know how to do that. That Megalan there is stronger than freaking some, I don't know, Blazes. So you have to be a brick brain to make use of freaking summoners. And that's why they're generally, they're not as plus in my tier list, or not a high level than they really are. It's just like, if a new player would see that, as plus they have Megalan level them, and then you're like, oh wait, I don't know how to use that, that is weird, it doesn't do anything. It would be, I don't know, misleading or something. So I went safe there, that's why they're S. But Megalan is strong. She would be S+, S++, if it's someone that knows how to use her. This top tier cute. I don't know, I never really loved her design. She's okay, but I'm not in love with her. She's fine. I give her like a 7 out of 10. But she's not with like Shining up there, or like Unectus and something, or Skadi. Yeah. By the way, I love Skadi. This is cool. I like the skin though. I lost hours of sleep. I blame Zefang. I did a higher risk than him. Oh. Good. We're gonna go with Moshima. Moshima is one of the, I think it was the first AoE cast, 6-star AoE cast that came out, right? Like beside Ifrit, like a normal AoE caster. Am I missing someone? Some people consider Eyjafjalla AoE caster. She's not an AoE caster, Eyjafjalla. She's not. As much as you want to, she's not an AoE caster. Moshima, she is like, I don't really see her being used too often. She can be quite nice with the second skill, but we can read through everything. So she's a normal AoE caster, 6-star. And when deployed, all ally casters operators SP recovery, speed plus 0.4 seconds, does not stack with similar effects. This can be paired well with like an Ifrit, with an Eyjafjalla. This is a good skill. It's a good skill. I like her design though. I'm a big fan of her design. And that skin is beautiful. Like she is one of my favorite design-wise operators. Movement speed of enemies within attack range. Wait, movement speed of enemies within attack range minus 15%. It's kind of nice to have. Like that is one of the strongest talents, right? She's just there. Enemies just get slower when they are in the attack range. So example, if you have the running through guys, can be quite helpful. So skill 1, wouldn't level this one. It's a boring skill. Skill 1 are usually the boring skill. Stun. So, second skill, stun all enemies within attack range and deal 140% arts damage to the enemy every second. So, what it means with stun all enemies within attack range. As soon as you activate the skill, every enemy in your attack range will get stunned for freaking 7 seconds. Very strong. Like, if you have a boss, if you have just something that can get stunned, 7 seconds is freaking big. Gotta confirm something. If you activate the skill and something would run into the attack range of her, are they also get stunned or do they not get stunned? I think I don't remember it. They are. Okay, good. So just to make sure that. It is strong. It is strong. But yeah. It's like what is the time? How many times can you activate it? That's the problem with that skill I have. That is I knew there's something I want to say about the skill. 50 SP cost for a 7-second skill is a little bit much. You know, I personally think it's a little bit too much. If it would be lower, that would be like, if it would be to 30, she would be way more used. It's not too much because of her talent. I mean, yeah, it does recover a little bit faster, but it's still a lot. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's like, I mean, I mean, I haven't used her that much. So if you're saying it's not that much, then you're probably right. It's just like, I don't know, like on paper, 50 seconds feel much even with the talent. I used it before, and it wasn't M3 though. Keep in mind, mine wasn't M3. And yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe you only use the skill actually when it's like something really hardcore is in the attack range. Probably like a boss or something. And 7 seconds is way more than enough time to take it out. Yeah, it depends on stage. It's just not consistent enough. Like, I would rather, I don't know. It just doesn't feel consistent on every stage. On boss stages, it's probably really good if the boss can get stunned. Important. 35 seconds. Okay. 35 seconds is okay. Moshima worst op in latest. How is she the worst operator? You probably mean 6 stars. So that's important information. So 6 stars. Is there anyone that I would consider worse? I would not. I don't know. I mean, she's not one of the strongest, but like I can see her being useful, especially like the third skill. So the third skill is one that is considered really, really good. Scafton, good players left. Okay, so the third skill is the reason why I also really love her. It has a really long SP cooldown, but it's strong. Expand attack range, attack plus 170%, increase talent effect to 3 times, attacks change to ripples that spread outwards, dealing damage and pushing targets away with small force. I can't say this is a bad skill. This is a really strong, like, you can pair this so well with Silvers or something. Like, imagine, like, you have Silvers, like here, one in front of her, and she's here, right? That insane attack range plus the pushback of her and Silver's attack range. This is so strong. I don't know. I would never consider that as bad. It's 170% damage, and it attacks. Is it attack one in the range? I do think so. And the talent plus 3 times, so that's a 45% attack speed reduction. I can't consider that bad, guys. This is a pretty strong in my opinion. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I honestly think you can never say there's like a best or a worst operator. It depends on each stage. I mean, yeah, you can say like, oh, Chen, that is definitely power creep and stuff. But like, worst operator, like, I think even for the worst operators, you will be able to find like a decent use. No, Beagle is the worst one. Then Flamebringer maybe. Nah, I don't even think Flamebringer is that bad. I think Beagle is there by far ahead. Blaze. Blaze. Easy. This is an easy one to talk about. Commonly known as one of the best operators in the early days, Blaze was the one that was always like either it was Silver Ash best operator or Blaze or Yafiatla. She is just a small brain operator. You place her down, doing everything for you. You don't have to use a lot of brain. So let's just go through her. Attack multiple enemies equal to block count, so the same thing as Spectre. I think I called them in my tier list a week out or something. The first time HP falls below 25%, recover 50% HP and prevent HP from falling below 50% for 6 seconds. It's pretty good. This is a really cool skill. Like, 6 seconds invincibility against the boss, while she can deal a ton of damage, is strong. Really strong. And 50 seconds after deployment, gain resist. I wish they would have given the explanation here for resist. That would have been easier. So, resist, if I got this right, is like 50% less duration of stun, freeze. Oh, what was it? Stun? Freeze? I know there's a third thing as well. Guys, what is the third thing? Stun and freeze. There was something else. I don't remember. Anyway, like those status effects. Bird, freezing effect. Yeah. Is it burn? Oh yeah, burn. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we can go to the skills. The first skill is not really used by the people. Second is the most commonly used one, and that is I go on clear, so everything is gone again. Second skill, here we go. So this is the one that many people use. It's a no-brainer that is absolutely broken and OP. Attack plus 100%. This is so insane. Defense gets better, 35%, and it's expanded attack range. And keep in mind that is dealing AoE damage. So, AoE damage with already 765 attack power, plus the 6 attack from Thrust, gets plus 100%, and she gets tankier, and a range expansion, and she's invincible for 6 seconds if it gets below 25 HP for the first time. That is strong. So, if you have place, you should level. Like, I think she's strong in the beginning as well. Like, you only have to have her at E1, so she gets a second skill. So, I consider her as being one of the strongest one, especially because she's a no-brainer. And third skill, don't really see it used too much. I know in Annihilation 3 speedruns, people tend to use the third skill because it deals a ton of damage in like one point of time. After skill activation, gradually gain up to 80% attack and defense and attack all enemies at tile ahead. When the skill ends, deal physical damage equal to 400% of current attack to all nearby enemies and lose 25% self HP. It deals a ton of damage. But yeah, it's okay, it's fine, but like it's just not as consistent as the second skill. The second skill is a no-brainer. It's consistent. Most people use the second skill. I will Ifrit when it like I know it's strong. It's just if you're a lazy person, if you want to go safe, I think the second skill is the one to go for. Only if you know you don't have the time to go to charge up the second skill, then the third skill can help you a lot. So next one, I think we talked about her enough. Ak. So Ak, I consider him as I don't want to say the worst operator. Guys, okay, I consider it. In my opinion, like someone said like Scary or Moshima is the worst 6-star. In my opinion, if I would actually have to select one, it's hard to select one because in every stage others are shining. But in general, I would say he's the worst one. Not like the thing is, he can be strong, but like he can be strong, but you have to have Megalan knowledge. Like you gotta be a little bit experienced with the game to make a good use of him. Like you can, Skadi is not the strongest one, for sure not. But if you're a new player, you know how to play Skadi. You know how to play Skadi. Same with Moshima. But Ak, if you start off with the game with Ak, you're only 6-star, you're kinda lost. While the first skill is easy to use, second and third skill are strong, but hard to use. Like, he's strong, but you gotta know how to use him. Like, it's definitely one of the worst 6-stars to get for a beginner. Because it's just overwhelmed with what he does. He's confusing. There's RNG involved with the first skill. It's just not consistent. He's strong, but only with knowledge. So, let's just go through the talents first. When attacking, randomly activate one of the following effects. Recover 15% HP to self deal 150% damage, slow the target for 1.4 seconds, stun the target for 1 second. Strong. And healing received by self plus 20%. Okay. You underestimate beginner. Maybe I am. Maybe I am underestimating beginners. But I just know if I would be a beginner, it's probably the one I would have I would have him the least. I would like to have him the least out of all. His base skill though, first one we're gonna read the base skill, pretty strong actually. When stationed at the training station, increase the skill rating speed of medic operators by 60%. It's okay to have. It's not that bad. I like it. We're gonna go with the first skill. This is the one that I would recommend if you really don't know how to use the second and third skill. It's easy to use. It attacks speed plus 100. Attack speed plus 100. So what it does, it synergizes the best with his talents. He attacks faster, which also means it's more likely that one of those. It's more likely. You have the double of chance of getting one of those effects. It's simple. It's like more consistent of healing. It's fine. It's an easy skill to use. Second and third skill though, this is a pain in the freaking ass. So we're gonna go through this. Immediately attack the nearest allied ahead. Prioritizes allies directly in front. 15 times with 500 attack. Thereafter, grant defense and max HP plus 80% to self and target for the duration of the skill. This is the skill that I have M3 actually. And it was actually for video. I wouldn't do it normally. I mean, what do I say about this? Imagine you're using a Scotty that already has 8,000 HP with her third skill. Now you gotta go with that one. That means she's around freaking 12,000 HP. That's pretty cool. I like that. But I don't know. Like it's when do you need it? When does a unit have to be so freaking tanky? That's the question. The reason or the skill that many people would level, and I would recommend leveling on M3 if you want to use Ak is the first skill for sure. Yeah, so keep in mind you can kill your ally with Ak. You should probably keep that in mind. That's why I said that's why I think it's probably hard to use for a beginner. If they place their units down and they activate the skill and they don't know that it attacks the nearest enemy, which most of the time can be a healer or like a sniper, it's just gonna attack that. You know? So immediately attack the nearest ally ahead, prioritize allies directly in front 15 times. With attack, 500 attack, like before. Thereafter, grant attack plus 50% and attack speed plus 50% to self and the target for the duration of the skill. This is strong. Like, you can pair this so well. It is insanely good. But you gotta keep in mind how it works. Nearest ally, you gotta learn how the range works. If it's the one to the right, to the left, or in front of him, what is considered the nearest. And yeah, it is strong. You can't use it everywhere. You also need to have a heal if you want to play with Ak. So like, what is a good example why this is so strong? Like attack speed plus 50% attack. For example, Blaze would be a good example because we already talked about her. Think about the second skill that is already dealing so much damage against everyone. If you use that on Blaze, attack speed goes up and attack itself. Strong. Helgr, I can see that happening. From Helgr, you gotta make sure that he doesn't die from this, that his health is not too low already. But yeah. Sword as well. Yeah, Sword as well. But Sword, I wouldn't buff Sword. Sword is already way too strong. She's already killing everything ahead. Like, when is Sword damage just not enough? It's barely ever happening. But yeah, with Sword it would synergize as well. If you really need that much damage, which is really rarely the occasion. Maybe 4cc. Yes, 4cc. There I can see it. Or like on normal stage, which is not CC. I think it's very overkill. Music Sage, I'm gonna cry. Sorry, I don't know why we have Prime music. Good. I think that's about Ak. Like, if you have any questions or something, I don't know. Ask me. Nyan! It depends. So everyone that doesn't know how Nyan works and has Nyan, either you were really lucky on the... Was it Dusk Banner? No. Wait, did we already got a chance to get Nyan? I think we had a chance on the Dusk Banner, right? Yeah, right? So Nyan is a limited operator. You got 2 chances. Okay. So Nyan is more or like about equal with Hoshi. Like, it's always a huge debate now if Hoshi is better, if Yen is better. They're about equal. It really depends on your knowledge of the game, your gameplay, how you play. Either one of them is better for you. I wouldn't say like each of them or one of them is definitely better. But like from what I've heard, many people like Hoshi more than Yen. I personally think they're about equal. Not because in my tier list I marked Hoshi as being better, but on the same tier. Because from what I've heard, majority says Hoshi is better. If you want, we can do a poll actually. Kinda curious. Hoshi or Nien better? Hoshi better? Nien better. Like, I would like to know what you guys think. I personally would rank them equal. Oh wait, I should have had an equal. Don't vote if you think it's equal. I've both built neither. I hate myself for not pulling Nien, but freaking I can hang in the banner. Oh gosh damn it, Chua. So, let's just go through this while the poll is active. When in team, all ally defender operators gain max HP 16%. 16% is a lot. Like a lot. Immediately gain 3 shields after deployment. So what it means with 3 shields. It doesn't matter how much damage the freaking enemy is dealing to you. It will absorb it. You are safe for 3 hits. So where I would say this is useful, Hammer guy in CC. 3 hits, we're guaranteed that she survives. Which is nice. Right? There is no limit with how much damage she can endure, right? Even Petric she can survive. Right? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. This is from what I know. Yep, good. Just want to fact check there. First skill, boring skill, wouldn't level it. Defense plus 70, attack plus 45% attack deals arts damage. Like, it's not bad. It's not a bad skill. Neither, like, no way. It deals quite some damage. Like, 45% arts damage. Oh no, plus 45 attack, and it deals now arts damage on her 619 damage. It's not bad. It's just why not just use an arts defender instead, right? When do we get finally an arts defender 6-star? And by the way, for the people that are wondering how the poll is going, Nyan is winning by 7 votes. Like 9 to 16. And yeah. People like to prove me wrong. Good. Second skill. Stop attacking enemies. Defense 130%. Block count +1. When attack deal arts damage equal to 90% of Nian's attack to the attacker and silence them for 5 seconds. This is a strong skill. So you know, I really like the skill. If you really need to defend heavy damage, this is very likely to survive it. I think it's a good skill. It also deals like some arts damage back and silences them. It's good. It's fine. It's not too interesting. I can't talk too much about it. Her defense was 726. With trust, it would be around 800. Consider 130 more defense percent. That is around, over the thumb, 1,800. Around there. Yeah, I don't remember. It did finally get blamey. People like Hoshi more after poll. Oof. It's like when I said like, maybe I influenced it by people like to prove me wrong. So it might also because of that. Also because I didn't give a tie option as well. But yeah. This time Nian won. Defense 130. Oh, wait, yeah, we had this. Third skill. Now the third skill is the one I actually really like. Not gonna lie, I think this is a cool third skill. Attack plus 120%. Nearby allies gain defense plus 80%, block count +1, and resist. Attack nearby allies gain defense, block count +1, resist. So, this is not for her. Attack is for her. But everything else, nearby allies with the defense gain 80% more defense. Every nearby ally in the attack range. If you see the attack range, it's kind of big. +1 attack block. No, attack block. +1 block count on every ally. Place. Now 1 block count as well. And everything is pretty good. And there's some allies that deal damage or attack as many equal to the block count. So they can increase that. Which is nice. And the resistance, which is stun, chill, and freeze, which I talked about before, and -50% duration. It's yeah, It's pretty good. It's really good. I like to use this one. This is the one I actually have M3. I honestly have to say, SL7 would be enough. It's SL7 would be enough. It would be enough. I wouldn't M3 it if you don't need to. Like, it's still nice to get more, but it's already like it has the resistance effect, the block count, it has it as well. And the plus 30 defense and 40 attack on herself is not really that a must-have. Nice though. I mean, the SP cost is not going down, it's just the initial SP that is going up. Yeah, Madrock actually. Madrock would benefit from this pretty well. So, and then we have done KOB. Also, guys, keep in mind, we're not going through the CN operators, as I said. Also, I gotta check. Let me check Discord. Yeah. We can go. Sorry, I had to write something in Discord. I'm planning to eat dinner with my friend because he's going to holiday. On holidays. So I gotta do a final meal with him today. So that's why I have to go at certain times. I might have actually went through every single. No, I wouldn't. But we're gonna go through all 6s today. So when attacking, we're KOB. This is Arika's waifu. So Arika, hey. So when attacking, deal arts damage. Oh no, when attacking, deal additional arts damage equal to 40% of the target's defense. When attacking, deal additional arts damage equal to 40% of the damage target's defense. This is nice, actually. I like this one. So the more defense they have, she also deals more damage. I mean, than normal caster would. This is not bad. This is not bad. I like this. This is cool. When there are no allies in 4 generative tiles, attack plus 8 and attack speed plus... Oh god. I don't know if I like this one. Okay, I don't know if I like this one. Is anyone here? What are we searching, guys? We're doing... Also, Dembet, welcome to the stream. I know I saw you here before way earlier, but I didn't say hello. Oh yeah, no, way earlier. By far. So, what we're doing is we're gonna go through every single 6-star operator in Arknights and then we read the skills and talents and everything. And I give my opinion to it. I just felt like it might be nice to make a video about this one so everyone has like if you start off, you can just watch someone giving their opinion about everything. And you guys can also, people can read the chat. Like, if you have something to add to what I say, you can also just write in chat and people will see that. And the next attack deals 210% damage, prioritizing unblocked enemies and binding them for 3 seconds. It's a good skill 1. That is one of the first good skill 1s that we have here. It's fine. It's binding is good. They can still attack. So if they're already blocking, if they already blocked by someone, they can still attack. So or if you're binding a caster, they can still attack. So it's fine. Not crazy OP, but it's a good first skill. Oh yeah, hold charges. I forgot to say that. I can hold 3 charges. Wouldn't M3 it. I wouldn't M3 it. I would go with the second skill in my opinion. Massively reduces attack interval, reduced to 33%, prioritizing the enemy with the highest defense. She is one of the fastest attacker in the game. Like, she attacks so freaking fast with that. There were like memes how she can memes with how much ASPD you can give her. And that is like crazy. And she started doing da. It's a strong, it deals a ton of damage. And the third skill, expand attack range, attack plus 210%, attack deals physical damage, prioritize the enemy with the lowest defense, and silence them for 5 seconds. So, this is one of in my opinion, one of the worst skills. You know, worst third skills from 6 stars. I don't like physical damage. Like, I think physical damage loses its spot in Arknights, and now having an operator that is a caster that now deals physical damage is like just a minus in my opinion. If it would be still magical damage, that shit, or magic damage, it would be amazing. I feel like it's a little bit, yeah. But still, 60 seconds duration is insane. Like, I can see this being used against the sniper boss, against Frost Nova. This can be quite amazing. It's like only against things that don't have high defense. I mean, yeah. It's like, I prefer the second skill or the first skill over the third skill. Like, why would you use a caster if you don't need the freaking arts damage? You know? That is my opinion. Do we see this, how she attacks? Yeah, this is about how fast she attacks. It's pretty okay. Also, this is a skin. Like, I said this before. I think her 2 art looks okay. The problem is her color looked like doo-doo, like poop. And I think they did an amazing job on the skin. Like, the skin is amazing. I love the skin. It's beautiful. Beautiful skin. Too bad I really want to try her. She is interesting, that's for sure. Like, you really need to figure, like, you need to see by yourself how well it does. Like, you can do SL7, and if you see, hey, she's actually useful, then you can go do more. But I would always check if you think it's good or not. Bagpipe. The girl that I haven't got in a while. Like, twice on my freaking support account. She is really good. I like Bagpipe. She used to be the one Vanguard I pretty much had in every freaking team. Because she's performing so well. She can only block 1, normally. She is still doing insanely well. And you can change it. Can she block 2? That will be with the skill. So what she does. First of all, per kill, she gets 1 DP. Full cost refund on retreat. So you can place her down, she can do her job. If you're done with her, you get the same amount of DP back you used for her. Which is good. Which is really good. So it was a 0 loss DP. If you undeploy her. Don't let her die. Important. So every attack has 25% chance to deal 130% damage and attack an additional target. If you're lucky, this is really strong. When in team, all Vanguards are prey gain initial SP6. When in team. Not when deployed, when in team. Right? Use this with a Myrtle. Use this with a Saga skill 2. Use this with anything. This can be quite nice. Her damage is insane. Trust me, her damage is freaking broken. So first of all, the first skill is not what I would level. Attack plus 45%, attack speed plus 45. More likely that she triggers a talent. Not a must-have. What I leveled is this one. It's really good for the beginning. But later on, it gets just outshined. Like, other operators will do more. She's still good. She's still good. It's still a good skill. Actually, you can level every skill. Let's be honest. You can level every skill. Even that is doing really well. But this is the one I leveled. It deals a ton of damage in the beginning. It just makes sure nothing leaks through if you have only her placed down. But skill 3 is probably the one skill that the majority uses. It's probably the strongest one. Increase attack interval by 0.7 seconds. Block count plus 1. Attack and defense plus 120%. Attack deal 3 hits. This is strong. Like this is strong. And keep in mind, it's still every attack has 25% chance, right? So if we would do 3 hits, every single hit of those 3 hits will have a chance to trigger a talent. This is stuff that I never asked before. But like, if it's like this is pretty amazing. Her skill 2 more like for her keep on deployed, but I prefer skill. I mean, skill 3 is like, if you activate it, it's you're safe. Like, you say there's nothing leaking through. She deals so much damage. And like, just to show you guys, 586 damage already. Then she has a chance to trigger a talent, while she also could have the skill activated. And this would be for 20 seconds, so... Bagpipe, cool. Also, don't forget the second skill, second talent, with the initial SP. Which synergizes really well with some. Any chance we get her in the shop next? Has she been in the shop on Cien? If she was in the shop on Cien, yes, it is possible. If she hasn't been, then no, it is impossible. I mean, until it's for Cien. We are always behind Cien, so if Cien doesn't have it, we probably won't get it either. That was Packpipe. Cool one. We didn't look at the skin. Skin. I'm a simple man, you know. I can't deny that. Like, I look at this and I'm like, I like it. You know, don't judge me for that. Phantom. Phantom, one of the most, the coolest spenders in the game, in my opinion. I like his design. He cool. Our only fast reapply 6-star, if I can recall correctly. Greatly reduces the redeployment time. Can summon a clone. With higher stats, the clone has the same skills as Phantom, and it's a separate redeployment time. That was the first talent. The second talent is the redeployment time of the clone is minus 10 seconds. There's something that I don't know. I have always a hard time to use Phantom. Like, you have to place Phantom, and then you have to place his clone. But if Phantom dies the original copy, you can't place the clone anymore. So as someone that doesn't use Phantom a lot, I have a hard time using Phantom. But I'm saying this right now, I know this is just me because I'm missing the experience at the moment. My friend is always telling me he's always using Phantom. If you, like, it's like Ifrit. If you know how to place them, really, really good. It's just you gotta get used to that the main copy is not allowed to die, while you can let the second copy, you can always let it die. He's really strong. Gotta get used to him first. And for people that are wondering, this is how it looks like. This is the skin version. I love the skin version. It is so cool. It is so freaking beautiful. Cool skin. Solid skin. Yeah. I just, like, I would say Phantom is like, when you first have him, it's rather hard to find or to figure out how to use him. Like, for the first, like, let's just say 10 battles, 15 battles. But after that, after you got used to him, that dude is freaking bro. It's really strong. It's just, at first, he's like different than every other fast reapply. So, the reason why Phantom is the one I would recommend you leveling if you only want to level one fast reapply is because of his entire skill set. The first skill is Gravel skill. So after deployment, gain 50% physical invasion and obtain a shield that absorbs physical damage equal to 80% max HP for 10 seconds. This is like Gravel. Just the first skill, right? Second one. This is like freaking Project Red or Waifu. After deployment, gain 10 layers of stackable attack buffs, each granting 20% attack. Every attack consumes 1 layer. So this is like a damage dealing fast reapply. This is like Project Red. And then the third skill is something unique. After deployment, immediately deal 300% physical damage to all nearby enemies and push them away with small force. Additionally, randomly apply one of their following status effects. Slowbind stun for 4.5 seconds. So I dislike that it's random, that is one of them, because stun would be always the victory. But I still think this is like its entire skill set. Every skill can be useful. If you're starting off, you don't want to level too many units, I think you have a good skill set with Phantom. You can use every skill of his. It's like, he is insanely versatile. You don't have to build multiple ones if you build Phantom. I mean, it still makes sense to have multiple ones beside Phantom. But he's filling out every spot, or the most spots. Does his copy get a skill too? Yes. So for the people that don't know, all the skills is for him and the copy. And this copy has higher stats than him, right? The clone has the same... Wait. The clone has the same skills as Phantom. And has as... Wait. With higher stats, yeah. The clone has higher stats. So, the clone is stronger than the actual Phantom. And has the skills. So, what... Or how he's usually played. So, for example, can we just maybe start like a... Arknight's CC map. 1 second. So, for example, we're now here, right? And let's just assume the enemies will always walk through here, right? Like, see there in the red box? They're gonna go through here, always, right? I know what enemies are coming, it would be a bad decision, but assume like normal enemies with not high defense. You can place the normal Phantom here, because they would never attack normal Phantom, and the clone Phantom here. So the normal Phantom would always be safe here, and the normal, the clone Phantom would be here. And can always do damage. If he dies, you can play something else there. And then always do reply and stuff like that. And the normal Phantom would never die. This is probably how I will play him. But as I said, I am not a pro with Phantom. Cause you gotta get used to him. Yeah, I know it's Malacraps. I just felt like it's a good example for how I would use him. Because M3 are too expensive, it's better to spread the sanity to M2. Buff. Wait. Okay. Well, I don't know how about the M3 and everything. What is worth and what is not worth. But I just know his entire skill set is really versatile. It's up to you if you think like it's worth going with M3 or M2 is enough. It's up to you. It's an additional attack there, like for skill 2, so it has 10 layers. So I feel like it's worth it, but it's not me to decide. This is up to you. W. Nico's waifu. So W is I like W. W is cool. She has some cool talents. I use her a lot. I will probably disagree with many people that say like which skill is better. So there's like a little bit of a debate there. Which skill is the best for W? So first, attack deals physical splash damage. That is our first AoE sniper. The normal attack itself doesn't deal that much damage if they have high defense. But all in all, it's not bad. 10 seconds after deployment, gain 60% physical invasion, outs invasion, reduced taunt level. This is strong. If you get lucky. So there is a chance it just never dies. Or just never gets attacked. Or no, never takes damage, to be more precise. This can be helpful. Really good. It just, if you get unlucky, like there was like this one bombing drone stage in chapter 8, I think, that one-shots W, right? Or pretty much one-shots. And problem is, if you get unlucky, it doesn't activate, you're dead. But there's a chance it activates for like 6 times and you save. And that's why I think it's a cool one. What snipers get hit? What your snipers get hit? I mean, it depends on how you play. Like, you can actually place her there for tanking some stuff because of that. I mean, I had to use her as like, it was waifu versus chapter 8, and then I had like no healers that I can place. And then I had like to go with her dodging. And the second one, stunned enemies with an attack range receive 18% physical damage taken. So your goal is to stun enemies. Works well with the Bybik. Bybik would be a good one. And Manticore skill 2 would be working as well. And yeah. We can go with skill 1. So the skill 1 is probably the one that is used the least. Immediately fire a grenade, dealing 350% physical damage and stunning the target for 3 seconds. Good. Okay. It's yeah. I don't know. I just realized something. I don't think I've ever used the first skill. I think I never used the first skill. Because, I mean, I thought I did, but I can't remember that the skill duration is infinite. Is it infinite? Wait a second. Am I wrong? I can't remember that the skill was infinite. It probably is. I completely forgot about this. Okay, cool. It's not infinite. Right? It's not infinite. I knew I used it. There's no way it's infinite, right? It's like you activate it and then it charges again, right? It's not infinite. Is it? Anyone knows? Also, Philly Sky, thanks so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. I hope you had a good stream. So we're currently doing looking at every single Arknight 6-star. This will be a little series I'm doing on my channel. I will look at the skills, talents, and everything. So for people that don't want to read by themselves, read for everything, I edit the video, and people find this video and can just listen to it and learn what they can do and how they can be used and stuff like that. Okay. So usually it's not the first skill you use. It's either the third or the second skill that many people use. And I personally think the second skill is better than the third skill. But this is up to you to decide. So the next attack changes to planting a landmine on a deployable tile within attack range. Lasts for 120 seconds. Landmines trigger when an enemy passes nearby, dealing 280% physical damage to all nearby enemies and stunning them for 2.2 seconds. So it works well with the talent, first of all. And she can mine the freaking entire field. So imagine like you can place, for example, can we get another example? So imagine like I play like this. I block all enemies here and here, right? I place W here. While they are taking care of all the enemies here, she has the time to deploy all mines here. The entire field can be freaking mined. And then when the front line breaks and enemies start leaking through, the planet mines, like there's like 8 mines there, they die. Like they take damage like crazy. And I personally like this. I think it's a good one. But not everyone loves it. I see why. Because yeah. And one slug comes and explode the mine for nothing. It could be a slug. Like, it's just that stage for an example. But imagine like we're on a stage where like a boss is leaking through the freaking front lines. And then like all those mines attack the boss. Which stuns like all the time. That is strong. But yeah, for this guy, I hope you had a really good stream. So the first skill is also like something that many people use because it deals a ton of damage. Plant bombs on up to 4 targets with the highest HP within attack range. The bombs will explode after delay, each dealing 310 physical damage to all nearby enemies and stunning them for 5 seconds. So if you remember when you first played against W, she had like a timer on your head. It does look like this. And yeah, it deals a ton of damage. It is okay. It is good. It is fine. Many people use it. I like the mining strategy because of the consistent stun there. It's like only 8 SPD, while this one is 33. I do like the mines more. It's gameplay. It decides how your gameplay is and how you play the game. Everyone has their unique gameplay. So you can't say like that skill is better, that skill is better. It depends on the person itself. Yeah, that is true, Twin. That is true, Twin. Like usually if I can't place the mine, then I usually don't use that W then. To be honest. But like, I know the first skill is crazy good. Like, it can annihilate everyone. Wheatie! Let me just check something. Good, let's just go through this. Sorry, I had to write something. But mainly burst skills are better for harder content. I mean, I do think W is a decent unit. I think W can be someone that you can level. It's definitely not a mistake. She's consistent as well. So, first of all, Wheatie is a 6-star pusher. The first of her kind pushing, I think, yeah. Like 6-star pusher. It's not the first pusher of the kind, but the first 6-star one. Can use the water cannon. Can use a water cannon that lasts for 20 seconds. The water cannon can attack a single enemy and push it away with a small force. Increase the force of water cannons normally. Attack and skills by 1 stage. If the water cannon is deployed, adjacent to Wheatie, recover 1 SP to Wheatie every 3 seconds. So that's important. Let's just go with the first skill. This is, I think, the normal push. The next attack will push a target away with large force, dealing 150% physical damage and stunning them for 1.2 seconds. It's solid. Like, a stun for 1.2 seconds is solid. It's really good. Second skill. Actually, many people say they don't like the second skill, even though I think it sounds really interesting. Increase attack interval plus 222%, which is a ton. Attack plus 200% though. Attack range plus 2 tiles. The attacks change to ranged splash attacks, which push the targets away with medium force. It's a crazy attack range. And this is infinite duration, guys. Keep that in mind. So she will always now push the enemy away with a medium force. So if we have, for example, now Crown Slayer, if you slow her with a Manticore and you use a Wheatie with that, I think there's no way she would leak through, right? Insanely good. But like, if it's a boss or something that is heavy, it's a little bit underwhelming. But you still have the cannon. Keep that in mind. You can still deploy the cannon behind her or something to get an additional thing. Is there like a way? The cannon's range. Look at the range of the cannon. Pretty good. So you can have this an additional thing as well. It's like I just know many people, like not many people. Some people said it's not that amazing. I want to level it. I will probably level it to get my own opinion about it. But like some like I just heard it's a little bit underwhelming. Maybe that's just too big of a fan of the third skill though. I will level it to get more of. I will level it to get a bit better picture of this. So skill freeze. Skill freeze. It's not just a meme. It is also very OP. Like it is very OP against certain enemies. So what it does immediately. Also, Acro, welcome to stream. How are you doing? So immediately fire a shot of compressed NL2. What is NL2? This is like some kind of I don't know thing, substance that I don't know, dealing 350% art splash damage and pushing the targets away with huge force. Additionally, for 8 seconds, the targets receive true damage proportional to the distance moved. If water cannon is attacked, it will fire the same attack. That can push the enemies far away, like out of the map. And yeah, liquid nitrogen. Okay. The thing is, I never learned the words in the biological words, physics words in English. That's my problem. In German, I don't even know if it's called the same thing in German. But yeah, I don't know liquid. I do know liquid nitrogen. It's a really cold thing that is like around minus 280 degree, right? It's like the white smoke you see, but it's still liquid, right? So this is strong. Like this is, if it pushes away through the entire stage, it is so strong. It is still so much damage. It's true damage, as you guys know. True damage is insanely good. But once again, it is, the problem is proportional to the distance moved. It could be sticked off actually, Dark Attack. So the problem is this one. If it's a heavy enemy, it doesn't take that much damage. So a Patriot is not that. It's not that strong against Patriot. I never tested it though, but he should be really heavy, so I don't think it does a lot. But against, for example, Crown Slayer, insane. I never tried pushing Frost Nova. How hard is it to push Frost Nova? But like, the heavier the enemy, the weaker it is. That's the main thing about this. Weight 7. Yeah. Maybe with Financial Lina, you can do something there. Not even then, probably. Yeah. That was Wheatie. She's strong. She's fine. She's nice to have. Frost Nova is 6. Kinda heavy though. Rosa. I think Rosa is a little bit underestimated by everyone. Like, really. Like, when I first read the tier list where I had like Rosa, did I had her S minus or S? I thought I had her S first, and many said like, no, she's not that good. I think she's amazing. I still use her in most of my stages. I think Rosa is great. She looks amazing. She's really strong. So what she does, she has the chance to decrease the defense of the enemies. And I think she's great. It's just, I heard in the beginning that people said like, oh, she's not that strong. But in the current meta where everyone has a lot of defense, she's quite nice. So what she does, when attacking heavy enemies, weight +3, ignore 60% defense. So if they're heavy, ignores defense. When in team, all your student operators gain attack +8. So I don't really know who your student is. I think it's the nice one. I don't know. All versus students. Is there like a list? Are those all Ursa students? No, they're not. What are Ursa students? I need to know. Give me a list. Always Game Press. Game Press is probably better with that. It would be good visually to see like all operators besides just instead of just saying them. So those are all Ursa students. So it's Gami, Sima, Estina, B Hunter, Helga, Epsin, and Rosa. So all of them gain that effect. It's okay. It's okay. It's like you can. Helagor is synergized really well with that. Absent as well. The rest don't really need it. Oh wait, Gami has a strong heal with that then. So I like her. She's strong. She's really cool. Hello, guess a student. I don't know. Yes, it seems like this. I don't know. A little bit old for a student, I guess. Her new skin is adorable. That skin is one of the most beautiful skin I've seen. I love it. Like, for everyone that hasn't seen it yet, they nailed it. This is so beautiful. These are Ursa's people, not her students. Oh yeah, never mind. Good. First skill. Boring skill, wouldn't level it. Attack plus 100%. I'm not the biggest fan. Oh god, this... Oh, that's the first time I see the freaking chibi. That's so cute. Oh, I gotta buy that skin. I never seen that chibi. Oh, wow, that's cute. So, this is a skill I have free. Attack plus 90%, attack one additional target for 60 freaking seconds. That is amazing. That is really strong. That beer is so freaking cute. Can we have the attack? Give me that. Oh no! Oh, and it dies. Oh, it's so sad. Oh no. So make sure we don't let it die. Oh, that's so cute. No way. Oh, I gotta get that skin. Oh, no way. That is okay, that's one of the best chibi arts I've ever seen. That is cool. No doubt about this. So, the second skill and the third skill are the ones that are mainly used for Rosa. Rosa, Poka, whatever you want to call her. Attack plus 25%, immediately fire harpoons at up to 4 enemies with the highest weight, binding them and dealing damage every 4 seconds. It's strong. It's quite nice. I like it. And she laughs after each attack. It's great. She look at how beautiful this is. I love that girl. That girl is great. And also, I think she used to be one of the highest at attack power operators in Arknights, 1032, with the additional 110 from Trust. I think she used to be one of the highest attack. I don't know if it has changed already. It might have. I know when she came out, I think people said she's one of the highest. Suzerain. Strong. Suzerain is one of my, let's just say, favorite operators to use in battle, because I love slow. Those are pretty high though. It still is. Okay, it still is. So, Suzerain is amazing. I love Suzerain a lot. So she's like Angelina, a slow supporter that just attacks and slows the enemy. And her talent is, when deployed, all ally supporter operators at speed recovery speed plus minus 4 seconds does not stack with similar effects. So this is very important for my special ops account. When enemies within attack range are slowed, apply 20% weakening effect for the duration of the slow effect. When enemies within attack range are slowed, apply 20% weakening effect for the duration of the slow effect. Okay, is there like an explanation for weakening? No. Why is it not explaining weakening? It would have been nice. Attack plus 80%, attack speed plus 30. It's okay, wouldn't level it. This one though. Do you think Suzerain... Wait, Cesith, do you think Suzerain from you? What do you mean? Cesith, do you think Suzerain... Ah! Oh, okay. He kinda did. She dipped. Susu ran from me. I didn't realize it at first. Oh, that's embarrassing. I see what it did there. So, back to back. Attack plus 60% and attack 3 targets simultaneously. Infinite duration. I love infinite duration skills. They're really cool most of the times. There's a lot of damage. While also 3 attacks, 3 targets simultaneously is big. Like really, really big. I think it's good. I like it. I would recommend you, if you consider that, you don't necessarily have to make it M3. So what I did on my account, I M3'd the third skill, which we're gonna go to it later. I M1'd it. All I need to have here is the additional 3 targets. Now the 60% are nice to have, but like 3 targets already is pretty strong. And usually she's not the one that should deal the most damage on the enemy. It's nice to have, but to save resources, I went with M3'ing that one and one M1 here. So what the first skill does, and let me just tell you this. It is insanely strong. Stop attacking enemies. Expand attack range. Increase talent effect, talent 2 effect to 2 times. And inflict slow to all enemies with attack range. Heal all allies within attack range for 20% of Suzerain's attack every second. You guys don't know how freaking strong the slow is. The slow of Suzerain, it's like they barely move anymore. And that is great. So I would honestly recommend M3ing this one. If you would want to, you could do M1 here. But this is a really strong skill. Like, if there's a boss that is like leaking through, if like this running through guys you need to stall, this is the skill to go for. It just stops everyone immediately. Like, it's not completely stopped, but they barely move. So while I finally reached one of your streams, I love you. We just thank you for making them. Hey, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you enjoyed. Today we have a little bit of a unique stream, just to inform you. Usually we don't read. But I thought it might be a cool idea to make like a video where I talk about every single operator in the game. First, we're gonna start off with 6 stars. I'm gonna talk I'm gonna read every single talent, every skill, what I think about it, and go to the next one. I think like for new players, this is kind of nice to have, so they don't have to read everything by themselves and are overwhelmed with what each thing is. For example, weakening. Now, weakening is something that like many people don't know, and it just can we just have like a precise explanation what it is, so I don't say anything wrong. Weakening Arknights. Come on, is this a good explanation here? So weakening. Is this on? Okay, good. Which one is on which? Wait, shouldn't the Suzerain also have this talent? So apply 15% fragile effect to enemies within range with less than. Wait, is it that one? Why is it that? Why doesn't it have? I'm confused. Why doesn't it have like any explanation on A-ships though? It shouldn't be like this. But yeah, apply 50% fragile effect to enemies within range with less than 40% HP. Is what it says here. It's just weird that it doesn't explain it here. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Would have been cool if they would have said that. Anyway, that is weakening. And now, as I said, the third skill is increasing the second talent, like the weakening effect, two times, right? And that is pretty strong. But still, it's like, still would have loved to read it from Suzerain itself and not from Promenix. Good. We're gonna go to the next one. Suzerain is really strong. If you get Suzerain, that would be amazing. Also, Thorns. Thorns is one of the operators that is called one of the most versatile operators in the game. Thorns is amazing. You can use him as a sniper. You can use him as a guard. You can use him as I don't know what, as your wife. I don't freaking mind. If you love Thorns, you can go ahead and marry him. But Thorns is great. Like, Thorns has so many uses in this game. You can even replace snipers with him. And the reason why Thorns is so great is just, I think it was the second skill, right? So first of all, the first talent, attack poison the target, dealing 125% arts damage every second for 3 seconds. Double damage against enemies possessing ranged attacks. So it's kind of nice to have, right? If Thorns has not actively attacked for 2 seconds, recover max H 3.5% max HP every second. Just after 2 seconds, by the way. 2 seconds is not a lot. Yeah, Flex is just great. He's also called, has a call of being one of the best, if not the best operator in the game. In general, consistency-wise, he probably is one of the best ones, if not the best one. His consistency is insane. Like Blaze, you can place him down. He gets the second skill twice. He's doing it well. Wait, was it the first skill? Maybe it was the first skill. We're gonna read through it. So attack the first skill, attack plus 100%. You don't need it, you don't want it. Looks very interesting how this looked. Yeah. You don't level the first skill. You don't. Stops attacking enemies for 60%. Defense plus 110%. When attacked by enemies, normal attacks releases spikes to deal a ranged attack to at most 4 enemies ahead of self. Can only activate once every 0.6 seconds. So it was the third skill. Keep in mind, the only operator, the only 6-star I am missing in this game on my main account. Not Surtur, it's not Blaze, it's not Megalan, it's not Blamey Shine. The only 6-star I'm missing is Thorns. The only 60 that has never come home. One day I will get him. That's why I wasn't sure which skill it is. Because I just don't have him. I always have to, like, if I borrow him from friend support, I see like, oh, it's that skill, but I didn't know which one it is. If it was second or third. So, the reason why he's so freaking OP. Expand attack range, attack plus 60%, attack speed plus 25%, range attacks no longer reduce attack. On the second cast onwards, stat gain are doubled and duration becomes infinite. So yeah, you use the skill once, done. Use it the second time, infinite duration. This dude is so strong. He is so freaking strong. Like, he can clear everything. So, going for Thorns is a good decision. Going for Thorns in the beginning, I don't know how he is when he doesn't have the third skill. So that's one thing I don't know. But definitely later game, he's insane. As soon as you can E2 him, he will perform really well. Yes, everyone. Okay. Good. I will maybe try to get him. But Chen is also important to get, and Carnelian. And I'm more of a waifu person. So, Eunectus. Talking about waifu. She's not my waifu, but she is really high in my tier list. And the thing about Eunectus is she's amazing. I think many people in the beginning said like, oh, she's not that amazing. I think she's great. I think she's amazing great. I don't know how to say it. She's a little bit underestimated by many people. Like, she's indestructible in my opinion. With the third skill, if you time it well, she deals a ton of damage while she pretty much can't die. So let's just go through the skills here. Can only gain SP when blocking. So she doesn't have to be attacked, she just have to be blocking. That is important for you to know. And she can only block one, which is unique for a defender. Right? Yes. So her first talent is, when HP is higher than 50%, attack deals 115 damage. When HP is lower than 50%, gain 20% shelter effect. Can someone give me like a precise explanation what exactly shelter effect is? It's like damn it, I hate this why A-Ships is not explaining this. Shelter effect. Like, I don't like to give out informations that I don't know exactly, or which I don't have the precise number of. Is it called blessing? Apply 12% shell. Wait. I don't know. It's like Tsukinogi. Okay. So apply 12%. Oh, apply shelter effect to allies within range with less than. So, shelter reduces the physical and arts damage taken. Only the highest effect of this type is applied. Good. This one is the one I was looking for, and also for the weakening effect before for Suzerain. It was affected units take more damage. Only the highest effect of this type is applied. This is the two things before, which I said wrong before. Good. There was one thing. When blocking enemies, SP recovery speed plus 0.2 per second. It's fine. She just has to block, which is sometimes a little bit annoying. But she's dealing quite some damage. I mean, we can talk about the pros and cons later. First of all, attack plus 25%, defense plus 25%. This is a passive effect. You don't use this. Nobody's using that. Why would you do that? Don't use skill 1. Second skill, slightly increase attack interval plus 0.4 seconds. Attack plus under 80%. Blocked enemies are continually stunned for the duration of the skill. So, this is one thing that I would be really intrigued by. Like, this is something that you should use for bosses. Really good skill. So, it's for the duration of the skill. We're talking about an 18-second stun. It's not sleep or anything, it is a stun. So, enemies can still attack them. 18 seconds, taking out the boss for 18 seconds from the game is big. So, yeah. I don't dislike this skill. I think it's a really good skill. I have to admit, never used it. I never got to a point where I felt like I have to stun it for that long. Because you can't just use this as strength skill free. And I don't know. But this is a solid skill. I have the third skill M3. And there's a reason for it. So, you attack plus 230%. 230% of 1007. It's a ton. So, defense plus 160, also insane. Block count plus 2, recovery max HP every second, 6%. Not only has she self recovery, we're talking about also she can be healed from your healers. She deals a ton of damage. While she's, I think she's just great. Like, look, it's good. It's fine. I used it for, where did I use it? I used it recently. Was it the hammer boss in CC? I think it might have been the hammer boss. I think I used her on the hammer boss, so she doesn't die. I really like, she is so strong with that. And I don't know, I think it's the strongest skill here. This one, if you want to have a consistent boss killing skill, I would recommend this one. But I think you can just go with SL7 is enough. I think it's enough. To be honest, I don't think it was the CC. I don't remember. I used it recently, but I don't know which boss it was. It wasn't Patriot. I have no clue which one it was. I'm so off. Anyway, she's good. She's really good. Now, okay, pro and cons. The biggest con about her, why people said she's not that good, is because her DP cost, which is 33, which is insanely high for a defender, right? But the thing is, she's also doing a ton. Like you see, this is like 20 seconds she has to be on the ground that she can use this. And there are 45 seconds she can activate the skill again. And 33 seconds is a lot, but I think it's worth it. I do see it. Like, if you don't do challenges like me, if you have Vanguards, if you have an Myrtle, if you have an Elysium, I'm asking you this right now. When was the last time you had problems with DP when you used Myrtle or Elysium? If you use both in one team, I don't know what you're doing wrong if you have DP struggles. But usually if you use like those two, maybe a bagpipe as well, you are fine. You're not gonna struggling with DP. So even high DP cost operators shouldn't be a problem. Only for CC, obviously. Like CC, there is that's a little bit different. The worst about her is a speed charge. Other than all that good. It's not the cost, but she has to fight an enemy while charging. I mean, she just has to block. She doesn't have to fight it. It's pretty much the same thing, but yeah, it's true. It's true. But also like her normal stats. Like, look at her normal stats. She's not dying. Her HP is insane. She's not dying. She deals already quite some damage, even if she's not having the skill. Yeah. Yes, 75% DP reduction is a thing. That is a very good thing here. So I think she's. If you're a new player, maybe don't build her. If you're mid game to later game, she's good. But she shouldn't be your priority if you just started off, because you don't have like those units called Myrtle and Elysium. Like, those are units that are helping you get her DP like a ton. They're worth building, but if you don't have them M3 yet, or just a high skill rank level, or you don't have them yet in general, it's harder to use her in the beginning, in my opinion. But like, if you're mid game to late game, you should have her. Like, you should build. She's not bad. Surtur! There's not much to say about her. She's freaking OP. Next one. Nah, so Surtur is commonly known as the strongest operator in the game we have yet. She's more like used as a heli drop. You deploy her, use the third skill, she makes snips with her finger, enemies are gone. So to explain what she does, attack deals arts damage. So she's an arts guard. When attacking, ignores 20% arts resistance. Also nice to have. After receiving a fatal damage, continuously prevent HP from falling below 1. Retrieve from battle after 8 seconds later. This is also like, trust me, this is a really insanely helpful skill. Like, it's insanely good. Also, like, max pot Surtur is actually helpful. But this is insanely good if you use the first skill. I will talk about this later. First of all, the first skill, my friend is using the first skill as well. He has, I think, everything M9. Or everything leveled M3. So the next attack is 310% damage. If the target is defeated, immediately recover all SP. So if the damage of her is enough with that skill, you can just use it again. And again and again if the enemies are weak enough. It's strong. It's definitely good. It's just not what the majority uses Surtur for. It's strong though. If you don't want to go with the first skill, it's a good skill though. Attack plus 120%, attack range plus 1 tile, attack target count plus 1. When attacking only one enemy, deal 160% damage. It's a good skill. I've barely seen it being used. I've barely seen it being used actually. It's okay. So, hello, I see that Cesith is finally reading something. Eshix, yes, you're right, I'm reading for every operator. We'll start off with the 6 stars first. So, immediately recover all HP. Attack plus 270%, attack range plus 2 tiles, attack target count plus 2, max HP plus 5000, gradually loses HP lose percentage continuously or continually increases capping at 20% second after 60 seconds. Infinite duration. So if you can keep Strata alive, she's vanishing everything. So trust me, this skill can kill everything. It deals a ton of damage, like 270% damage. It's arch damage and it takes 2 tiles more while attacking 2 more enemies. While she has 670 to attack. It is a ton. Like, it is a ton. So, yeah. This is why many people consider her as being the strongest one so far. You place her down. SP cost is only... Oh, wait, did I add it on M1? 330. Okay, I added on M1, actually. 330. Yeah, you see now why she is OP, right? And, yeah. What else is there? There was something I want to say as well. Oh yeah, so the SP cost of her first skill is only at 5, right? So you can place it down and you have to keep her alive for 5 seconds. Usually not the problem, right? And then she's insanely strong. I actually forgot about E1 and E0 and E1 art. Okay, it's been a while since I saw it. And here's also the skin. Also a cool skin. I'm a simple man. I see legs. I'm happy. She's a beautiful girl. Did you mention the 25%? No, I didn't. Where did I see it? Wait. Oh, wait. I did mention the 20. 23% I didn't mention. It's 22. It's 22. I didn't mention that. Blame me shine. She is one of my waifus. So I recently worked on the voice acting video where I display every single character with all their voice acting roles. I'm already having probably 60 hours in it, and I'm not even close to be done. And Play Me Shine is let's just say a really, really cool one. Like, trust me. So for the people that don't know, those are just a few voice acting roles of Play Me Shine. She's one of my favorite one. Kana Hanazawa is insane. Like, if you know me, I know I love Angel Beats. I love Kanade. Mayuri, like there's Nadeko, Kosaki, Onadera, Black Rock Shooter. There's so many more. And I had like 18 roles which I want to place here, but I couldn't. Her VA is insane. But I like her design as well. Like, beautiful and beautiful. So yeah, I shouldn't give her more talking time than before. I love the cat though. Isn't the cat cute? Don't buy the skin because of her. Buy the skin because of the cat. From which anime is Kanade? It's from Angel Beats. Probably. Did I say Akanade? I meant Kanade. And I love Kanade. She's my girl. So when deployed, she has really cool talents, by the way. The famous Cesith Salt, which didn't survive to become an emote. Wait, what happened there? Which I don't know. Anyway, so let's go first with the talent. And first talent is, when deployed, all operators with defense recovery, SP recovery also gain +1 SP when attacking. What this means, there's like operators that get the things from getting attacked. Now, Eunectus is not one of them. Eunectus is not getting the SP from getting attacked. I'm talking about who would be a good one? Donar is someone that would benefit from this. Who else is that? Can you give me some examples? Who else is getting attacked and charges with that? Mudrock. Oh yeah, Mudrock. So Madrock is insanely good with that. Estelle. It will be, like, they benefit insanely well. Liscom, yeah, Liscom is benefiting with that, but yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's good. Like, it synergizes really well. I like it. And can attack, wait. Can attack and will prioritize slumbering enemies. When attacking slumbering enemies, deals 140% damage. So slumbering enemies that you will see this later on are enemies that cannot be attacked usually, but she can do that. For example, Kafka, which is also a fast redeploy operator, can make enemies slumber, and this way you can attack them. Only a few operators can do that. I think Zarya is better. I mean, like, there's a few. I do like Let Me Shine. Many people consider Zarya better, but we can go through the skills to show you guys what you can do. So the next attack deals 260% physical damage and heals nearby ally for 150% of Let Me Shine's attack, which is unlike Zarya. If I'm right, it also deals damage for once, right? Zarya's attack doesn't deal damage, right? No, it doesn't deal damage. Okay. Also, thanks so much for follow. Komuishire. Appreciate that. It also deals damage, which is nice. And has a little heal. It's 4 SP, same like Zarya. Has 3 charges. And it is not limited by, like, it has to be below 50% of the HP of the ally. So she will always heal, if I got this right. So, attack plus second skill. Attack plus 110%. Immediately inflicts slumber. Invulnerable and unable to take action. That's the enemies that are not able to do anything anymore, but you can't attack them anymore. To all ground enemies within the same tile as yourself. Additionally, heal all nearby allies for 20% of Flame Shine's attack every second. So it's a slumber for 10 seconds. It's a good stall. The problem with that is you could get overran. Like, if like there's a lot of enemies, you use it, and there's even more enemies coming, you could be overran. That could happen if you use it in a bad timing. But usually, it should work out somehow well. Also, John, thanks so much for the follow. And the third skill, attack plus 110%, defense plus 60%, attack deal additional arts damage, which is nice, equal to 100% of Flame Shine's attack, and heal nearby ally excluding herself for 100% of Flame Shine's attack. So 100% of Flame Shine's attack would be like 400. For 30 seconds, it should increase attack. Plus 9. Okay, never mind. Plus 90 is big. Show Pumpkin Sophia on the right side of her skin. Wait, Pumpkin Sophia. Where do you see? Where's... Ah, I see what you mean. You mean this one? Wait, left? Wait, what left? What do you mean with left? But, what else was there? Is there anything? Like, it's for 30 seconds. Attack and deals additional arts damage to equal to damage and attack and deal nearby excluding for self. Is this like a one-time heal? Left is right. Left is right and right is left. Is it a one-time heal, or is it like every time she attacks, she also heals everyone in the range? If that would be the case, that would be pretty big, actually. I mean, it's just 500 or 900. Oh no, 600. No, it's also like a attack increase as well. It's a one hit, one heal. Okay, got it. I don't hate it. The thing is, I recently leveled Let Me Shine. She's my most recent 6-star I got. I wasn't able to test out before that well because she never came home, so I had to buy her with the selection pack. What do you mean with Sophia? Where's Auntie? Ah, you mean her? How do you know this is Auntie? Like, I don't know. I don't see anything. Am I missing something? But yeah, like, she is good. Many people say Zarya is better. If you need a healing one, Zarya is also easy to use. I probably would recommend using Zarya. But I know my friend has buff and he's always using Let Me Shine. Not because he loves her, but because he thinks she's stronger. So I think if you know how to play her, she can do pretty well. And look at her, she's beautiful. Way cooler than Zarya. Look at her. Look at her. Come on. Why would you level Zarya if you could level that? The one on the right is null. How do you know? Good. Ross Montes. Also, let me write in Discord again. Good, 1 second. Good, here we go. So Rosmontis. Rosmontis is also limited. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, Rosmontis is the limited one. Yeah, right? Am I wrong? I think it is. Rosmontis is the limited one. Am I wrong? I don't know. It's been too long. Yeah, she is. Okay, good. So Rosmontis is the limit one of the banner. And if you probably don't have her yet, you probably have to wait a little bit. But yeah, Rosmontis is a really cool cat girl. I really like her. She's cool. She is unique in her own archetype. I think there's no one like her. So people call her a death from above. Is a famous name for her archetype. Attack deals physical splash damage twice to ground enemies in a small area. Second hit is an aftershock with half damage. Problem with her itself is that she doesn't attack drones, even though she's a sniper, if I recall this correctly. Attacks ignore 160% defense, which is nice and strong. Most enemies have defense. This is good. When deployed, grant 8 attack. Wait, when deployed, grant attack plus 8 to self and random deployed caster. Why caster though? Interesting. I mean, if you get lucky, or if you do like with Fiatla, you can pair this pretty well. It's plus 8 attack more. That's not bad. Second skill, first skill. The next attack deals an additional hit of arts damage equal to 180 of Rosmontis attack. Next deals and is okay. Okay, simple. Usually nobody's using that one. It's either the second or the third skill. Increase attack interval plus 50%, which is a ton. But attack 55% increase splash area. Attack costs an additional 2 aftershocks. Target hit by Rosmontis attacks or aftershock will have 20% chance to be stunned for 1.5 seconds. It's okay. It's fine. It's the one I actually use the most. It's a SP cost is 30, so it's 30 SP cost, 40% rate, 40%, 40 seconds duration. Damn it, why do I always want to say percent? It's a good trade-off. I like this. Does it somewhere say that it doesn't attack snipers? It doesn't attack drones? It should say that somewhere. I think that would be kind of important information. Never mind then. So third skill. Reduces attack interval to minus 50%. Attack plus 75%. Attack 2 targets simultaneously, however, only target blocked enemies. Only target blocked enemies. After skill duration, after skill activation, immediately deploy 2 tactical gear on the melee tiles. Within attack range after deployment. Stun nearby enemies for 3 seconds and inflict 160 defense to block, minus 160 defense to blocked enemies. So what it does is like, you have those things. What do I... Like those things you see behind her. You have 2 of them. And they can block stuff, if I got this right. And they're kind of nice to have. It's not bad. It's like... It's fine. The problem is 60 SP cost. It's 30 seconds skill duration. That's why I tended to use the second skill. This one deals just a little bit more. It's not... It's like, trust me. It is a really good skill. But again, I don't think she's a must-have unit. Like, she can deal quite some damage. That's just a little bit more difficult to use. Plus, she is I don't know. She's hard to get. You can't get her anymore. At the moment. It only takes blocked enemy. That's the problem. The thing is, if she has like those 2 down, it's more like that things are blocked. But it's still... Yeah. You can use every skill. But I like the second skill the most, in my opinion. But again, don't take, like what I'm talking here. Don't decide just barely on that if you should level that skill or M3 that skill because of that. I have my personal opinion. Maybe I like a bad verse skill more. For example, Zarya's second skill I use while nobody else is using the second skill. So you shouldn't just only listen to me. Matoroku. Probably the most broken defender in the game. Madrock can be placed anywhere on the field, will do insanely well, is a beautiful girl when you eat to her, and if you buy the skin, then this girl is a waifu, a good waifu. I don't hate defenders. I feel like the majority of defenders loses their spot. Like the Madrock is usable, Unect is usable, and like the healing defenders. But like a Bison, like just defenders that are not dealing anything are not that amazing in my opinion. I think in the future we will see a lot more Asbestos, Dunar, and stuff like that. I think arts and damage to the defenders are insanely good. I'm just feeling like at this point of time you barely block enemies. Most of the time you go with insane damage or you slow them or anything, stun them, but you don't usually block anymore. Like Core Stall Knights used to be a big thing in the beginning, but you barely see it anymore. Yeah, see, like, it's just only on special occasions. But in general, on normal stage, just gonna use your thorns. You're gonna have like a Manticore in front of that, or you're gonna use something that slows like an Angelina, so you don't even have to block in the first place. In my opinion. But yeah, let's just go back to Madrock. So Madrock is same archetype as Vulcan, and she cannot be healed by allies, but there's a good self heal. And you can heal it with like I think Susuran skill 3 can heal that. Angelina's passive can heal that, so passive heal are fine as well. Can you heal Madrock with Susuran? It would be too OP. My friend told me you can, but I can't believe it. Can you? Toasty Buns, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? And also, thanks so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. So Susuran heal and Angelina heal works. That is so freaking OP. Like, she's already really strong, barely takes any damage. She has an insanely good shield. We will read that later. She's strong. If you use passive heal, insane. Can you heal? Okay. You can heal with Sculptor? Yeah, I just want to ask that. Yeah, so Madrock with Sculptor is pretty strong. I can see that happening. But yeah, let's just go first through the talents so you guys understand. Gain 1 level of shield every 9 seconds. Stacks up to 3 layers. Gain 1 layer immediately after deployment. Recover 20% of max HP every time a layer of shield breaks. 20 HP heal every time a layer breaks and gets every 9 seconds a shield. Quite good, right? Reduces damage taken from Sarkas. That's a little bit of a sad skill. I would have preferred like reduce taken damage from reduce taken damage 10% or something. I don't know. Just Sarkas is a little bit limiting. Besides that, it's still good. It's still really good. Like if you play against the Sarkas, she's very, very tanky. So first skill, nobody's using the first skill. Why would you? First skill 100% defense, you don't need that. If Madrock dies, you did something very, very, very wrong. That is very, very true. So, the second skill is the one pretty much the majority uses. In rare occasions, they use the third skill as well, if you want to, in special situations. So, next attack recovers 6% HP, 6% max HP, and deals 270% physical damage to all nearby ground enemies with 30% chance to stun them for 1.2 seconds. So, you have a heal, which is charging by getting attacked. So, think about Blame Me Shine and Madrock. Madrock's heal is way more consistent with that. Imagine you use a Sculptor, you use a Blame Me Shine, and you use a Madrock. You have a very, very consistent team. I like this combination. So this will be some combination you can do. And the third skill. After skill activation, become invulnerable and unable to take action for 10 seconds, and inflict 60% movement speed to minus 6% movement speed to nearby enemies. After exiting this state, stun all nearby ground enemies for 5 seconds for the remainder of the skill duration. Reduce attack interval minus 30%, attack plus 40%, defense plus 80%, and attack multiple enemies equal to block count. It is strong. Don't get me wrong. This is strong. It's just less consistent than the second skill, so that's why the second skill is made more used. But in certain occasions, when you need to deal a ton of damage in a short amount of time, this is the one to go for. And yeah, those skills are the ones that are made to use. Nobody, I've never seen such a sick mind to level the first skill. Why would you do that? That is the worst decision you can ever make, and it will pain me in my heart and everywhere else. So do not ever level skill 1. Do it for me, please. I would feel so bad if someone would do that. Please don't do that. Mountain is yes. Let's just say Mountain is a good operator. Now he's a fairy. Many people don't like him because of that, but he is very strong. Like people that love gameplay and everything, Mountain is is a really strong unit. I started to use him as well. So what Mountain does? Can block a single enemy. He's what is he called? Brawler Guard. I think we call it Brawler Guard in my tier list. He's strong. He's like really strong. When attacking, 20% chance to deal 160% damage and inflict minus 15 attack to the enemy for 3 seconds. Cannot stack. Defense plus 10%, physical invasion plus 15%. 2 solid talents, right? Let's just go to first skill. And the next attack is 230% physical damage and attacks 1 additional target. It's fine. It's an instant attack. You usually don't go for this. What most people go for is its second and third skill, like probably always. Can switch between the default state and the following state. Defense minus 20%, reduce attack range, attack plus 80%, block count plus 1, attack multiple enemies equal to block count, and recover 7% max HP every second. So beside the attack range reduction, this is really good. 7% max HP heal every second is big. And he deals a ton of damage. And he can block too, right? And equal to block count. You can place him down. At least the lane for the beginning is probably safe for like the first half of the map. He is really good. Thing is, attack range reduction can be a little bit annoying, but it's easy to deal with that. It's not that game breaking. What's evasion? So for the did I say invasion? Invasion. So physical invasion is like physical dodge. Imagine Zoro being so lost he got isekai'd in tower defense. Imagine. So, third skill. I had a lot, like I was thinking a long time which one I should do. I decided to go with the second skill because I'm a lazy person. So increase attack interval plus 70%, which sounds horrible, right? Attack plus 100%, increase talent 1 activation chance to 75%, attack deal 2 hits up to 4 nearby enemies and push them away with medium force. This is pretty strong. It is very strong. And the speed cost is 40, but like you're 30 seconds safe. And the big advantage of Mountain is because of his cost. You have he costs 11, and he's doing so much. You can place him down, and 30 seconds, you're gonna be fine. There is nothing that is gonna be leaking through. But I decided to go with the second skill, but both of the skills are very useful. It's up to you what you prefer. Good. So that was Mountain. Here's the skin for the people that want to know. If you like fairies, here you go. I'm not the biggest fairy fan, but I don't mind it. I recently started liking Wife a lot. Arkedo. The first new 6-star sniper beside Exia. Even though she has the call to be versed in Exia. So Arkedo is a normal rapid fire sniper. And her talent are, when deployed, recover 1 offensive recovery SP to all snipers. When deployed, recover 1 offensive recovery SP to all. Snipers operators every 2.5 seconds. So every sniper on the field, every 2.5 seconds, they get this recovery, which is really big. Compare this with Schwartz would be someone. Exia with the third skill, Exia would be pretty well actually. Immediately gain 1 shield after deployment, recover 7 SP after the shield breaks. Okay, a one-time talent. I'm not the biggest fan of one-time talents, but it's okay. Okay. First of all, Archedo, she is good in combination with other snipers, as you can see. But I don't know. But also, she has a really amazing skin. Like, look at that skin. That skin is a top tier. Like, it's top tier. Let's check the meteorite explosion. It can synergize really well with other snipers. Thing is, snipers are not really commonly used anymore because of the high defense enemies most of the time. So, yes, that's a problem there. The next attack deals 230% physical damage. Additionally, deal 180% physical damage to at most 3 enemies around the target. That's actually not bad. For first skill, that is actually not that bad. Immediately fire an arrow that deals 140 damage. 5 times. That arrow can rapidly ricochet to nearby enemies that have not been targeted yet. Each ricochet reduces the hit count by 1. Can hold 3 charges. It's not SP. It's fine. It's, yeah. I mean, yeah, new gen will be something. But at the moment, most of the time, snipers, normal sniper, rapid fire snipers are not that amazing. Like, against later stages. Man Yungwen, hello, how are you doing? The third skill, attack plus 30%, which doesn't seem a lot at first. Attack range plus 1, which is big. Keep that in mind, this is big for sniper. If we go with V2, then it looks like this. Attack does 3 hits. Attack 2 targets simultaneously. This is a good skill. The SP cost is 30, duration is 20. Very, very, like, this is a good one. Especially because if you consider her talent, really fast here. I can see this being used. It's a good skill. Attack power feels a little bit low, but I think that's probably normal for snipers in that category. Probably gets a 80% try, 80 or 90 attack thrust, yeah. It's a good one. It's not bad at all. It's just, she shines more if there's other snipers as well on the field. Or she shines more. She can let other snipers shine more. Already keep 300 pull for Chalter, but having M9 Arcado is something. You have M9 Arcado? Wow. Dusk. Dusk is someone I don't like. With deciding which skill I want to level. Dusk and Arcado have the same problem. You just don't know which skill to level. All seem really good. I love Dusk. Dusk is really cool. I love Dusk. Attack deals slash arts damage, so an AoE caster. Increase attack by 2% for every enemy killed by Dusk or Little Instinct. Stacks up to 15 times. So this can go to 30 if you kill 15 enemies. Now, this is not that easy if you have other units on the field. But it's a bonus, you know? It can even go to 18. But it's hard to make that many kills if it's not a stage with like hundreds of enemies. I want Dusk live to D right now. Does it already have the live to D? I don't think it has. She will get one, for sure. The first attack after deployment will summon a little... the first attack after deployment will summon a little instinct that targets location only on deployable ground tiles. That lasts for 25 seconds. So it's a little monster you see here. It's not bad. It's a cool little thing. And yeah. We can go... Let's just go with the skills first. No, she doesn't have one yet, but she will get one for sure. I think every limited one will get one, right? The next attack has increased splash to area and deals 250% arts damage. It's simple. It does what it does. It can hold 3 charges. It's not bad. I don't know. So here, I still wouldn't... I don't know if I would level this one. I was more of... I would have leveled the second one, but everyone said like, oh, the second one is a boring one. You should level the third one. But the second skill is expand attack range, attack plus 55%, attack speed plus 55, attack all enemies within attack range simultaneously, increase damage dealt to enemies with less than 50% HP to 130%. It's a boring skill. It's a really boring skill. But it does a really good job. That's the thing. It is a boring skill, but it yeah. I mean, the thing is, the first skill is also boring. It's hard. Like, the first skill is also strong. It's like all of them are strong. It's just like, I don't know. I would have went with this one because this... I don't know. Let's just read the first skill as well, and then we can discuss which one is the best. Increase attack interval by 40%. Attack plus 120%. Expand attack range and splash area. Prioritize unblocked enemies. Attack, summon, refresh a little instinct at the target's location only on deployable ground tiles that last for 25 seconds. So when you have this skill, you can also use the talent that she has pretty well. Because you can summon her little thingies. And that is really good, really strong. And I will probably level this one because it's the most unique one. But it's like all skills are good. You can. This is a unit that you can go with M9. You definitely can. But yeah. So Little Instinct. Little Instinct is the monster you see here, just for explanation. It has long duration. It has 60 seconds. It needs 100 SP cost, so maybe undeploying and deploying again if you want to go that way. I wouldn't, but you can. This is the range of the freaking thing with the stats. And her damage is insane. Really good. But she's expensive because she's AoE caster like every other AoE caster. What else? I think that's about it. She's strong. Like, she's really strong. The damage is also really good. I need to do M3. I'm gonna go with the third skill. It's just the most unique one. Why would the levels? What did I click on? Airships. What do you have here that I've never seen? Airships. What is that? They have a little. Oh, they have a little summary here. Cool. Yeah, very high DP cost, poor damage output when skills not active. Yeah, that's, yeah. Crowd control, utility cycling, initial SP, leaving something to be desired, limiting its usage. It's, I know gameplay says that, but that's, I do think this is cool that they're doing this as well. Synergizes. Cool. So if you didn't know this, Airships has that now. That's not bad. I like this. That is helpful. So for the people that don't know how I did that, like, there's a new thing on Sanity Gone. Probably you can't do this for everyone. So Rosmontis can't do it. Why does only Dusk can do that? Saga can't do it as well. That is cool. I didn't notice. Why is only her? I don't know. But I think they're just working on this. Airships has been improving their website the entire time. So I can see that this is probably more common for everyone. They work on this. There's 180 operators or something. So I can see why it is not done yet for everyone. Now they also have that. Okay, so let's just go with Saga. Saga is a Vanguard, and she kind of kicked Siege out of her spot, sadly. So what she can do, when dealing lethal damage, leave the enemy with 1 HP, inflict cripple, reduce movement speed and become unable to be blocked, will die after 10 seconds. If killed, grant 2 SP to the attacker. Saga will not attack cripple targets. So the problem is, if you're dumb, like me, you place her right before the blue box, she cripples the enemy, and they leak through in the blue box even though they technically are killed. And they cost, and you fail the stage because of that. So you gotta make sure that you don't deploy her right before the blue box. Not a good decision most of the time. But yeah. Beside that, it's a cool thing. If killed, grants an SP to the attacker. You can charge with that. Imagine now Air Fiatla or something. That would synergize well. That is a really good skill. Gotta figure it out first that it can backfire a little bit. When HP falls below 40%, gain 70% physical invasion and recover 5% max HP every second. For 15 seconds, can only activate once. Trust me, this is strong. This is really strong. This helped me through many times. Like, if you've got to heal, if the heal's not strong enough, it can keep you alive a little bit longer. Second skill, normal skill. You wait 35 seconds, you get 12 DP in exchange. This one, though, is the one that the most people use. And I probably would say this is the one I would recommend leveling. Immediately obtain 40p, deal 400% physical damage to at most 6 ground enemies within a cross area, then execute any of the enemies that are crippled. Can hold 3 charges. So, if she cripples enemy and use the skill, she can kill them. And she gets the SP again, she can use it again, she can do it the whole time. Yeah, she's strong. Yeah, so this is about this. This is the most used one. I'm very sure about this. Most people use the second skill. Third skill, I also considered. I would also not say this is a bad skill. I actually tried it by myself, and I'm actually also surprised that it does really well. But I think the second skill just is a tiny bit better. Rarely obtain 20 DP while the skill is active. So in the 20 seconds of being active, you regenerate 20 DP. Slightly increase attack interval by plus 0.5 seconds. Attack range +1. Tile attack 130%. Attack multiple enemies equal to block count. If target has less than 50% HP, perform an additional attack. It's a strong skill. Like, it's a really strong skill. I had a really tough time to decide which one I'm going to bring. But I ended up going with the second skill. I don't know why. I can see both. Like, I just know majority uses this one. This one is also not bad. You gotta decide by yourself what you like more. Best doggo. I don't know if Arika can agree there. Arika thinks probably QB is best doggo. So, we only have now 6 more to go. We're not gonna go with Cien. Cien is a... We're not doing that. That would be way too long. Also, there's too much animated elements that catch your eye while I play the Caribbean. Like, okay. So, best doggo is Doberman. What do you mean? Not in 100 years. Best doggo is from Dog Days. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna go with Ash. And Ash is, with Exia, the strongest sniper. Now, it's always a debate who is stronger, who is weaker. But they're about equal. Oh, not Beagle. Not Beagle. So this is how she looks. Ash is from the Rainbow Six Siege event. We're probably not expecting her to see her coming back anytime soon. So if you haven't got her yet, you can probably skip this one. But if you, in case you have her, not leveled yet, or you don't know what she does, after deployment, immediately throw a flashbang at an enemy within attack range, stunning them and nearby enemies for 4 seconds. It's a flashbang somehow. The first deployment has -3 DP cost, and Ash immediately gains 17 SP after deployment. Also a good one. That is a good talent. I like that talent though. Depends on how many defense can be stunned. Okay. We're gonna go with the first skill. Very unusual that the first skill is actually an Ifrit duration skill. Attack +5%, which is like pretty much nothing, but because it attacks steal 2 hits, it's insanely good. It's insanely good. It's okay. It's fine. I love Ifrit duration skills. It's good. It's a good first skill. Skill 1 mastery. Is it bad? 2 hits shouldn't be that bad, right? I don't know. It's a good skill. It's just like a 15. It looks so bad here. It's a good skill. Like, I love Ifrit duration skill. They're just consistent, and consistency in Arcana is really important. Immediately triggered talent 1. Greatly reduces attack interval -80%. When attacking, stunned enemies deal 250% damage. After deployment, immediately throws a flashbang. So she's throwing flashbangs. This is also... upon skill activation, Ash gains 31 bullets and the skill ends when all bullets are used. Skill can be manually deactivated. This is good. The manual deactivator can be useful if you see like only weak enemies are coming, you would rather like to charge the skill again. So if only like 5 are left. So this is kind of nice that you have this option. And then the third skill, which is a lot to read, fire a breaching round forwards, dealing 300% physical damage to enemies along the way and pushing them with large force. When the breaching round explodes, deal 400% physical damage to all nearby enemies. If the breaching round is flying along a ground tile and hits a high tile, it will immediately explode and deal 800% physical damage. Can only be used 2 times per deployment. And it has a straight line. You gotta make sure you deploy her well, because the straight line is not really. It's hard to place because she's a sniper. Ifrit, she's always like this, but a sniper, it's harder to place that. But I still think it's not that. It's still mentionable, but it is situational. I get that. I know it deals a ton of damage though. I know it is. It is not that bad. Also, they get like trust probably 90. Yes. And DP is 14. It's fine. Skill 2 Ash and skill 3 Sail Edge. Good. Passenger. So, I actually was talking about what I think who is the very freaking 6-star. How in the world? Can someone explain me? Someone said like Moshima was decided to be the worst freaking 6-star. I said I completely forgot about Passenger. Why is Moshima worse than Passenger? Tell me. There's no way Moshima is worse than Passenger. What did the people decide there? I think Passenger is currently the worst 6-star. I think Scott is better. I think Moshima is better. I think even Ak is better. He's not dead. Why? I think he's the worst one. Maybe I'm wrong. My opinion. But yeah. Oh wait, the trait changes with E2. Cool. Attack deal arts damage and inflict slow for 0.5 seconds. Attack chain up to 4 enemies. Damage reduced by 15% per jump. When attacking enemies with 80% or more HP, increase passenger damage dealt to the enemy by 20% for 3 seconds. When there are no enemies in the fortified tiles, attack plus 8%. When stationed at the power state, okay, we don't need that. So far, talent are it's not bad. The talent don't seem bad. The next attack deals 250% damage and bounces between up to 4 targets. Increase the slow effect from attack to 0.5 seconds. By the way, they don't seem bad. I know he's bad. I tried him. I have him too. He is bad. Attack range plus 1 tile. Attack 30%. Highly reduced attack interval 50%. Attack bounce between 5 enemies. Will regenerate lightning storm, centered on the target with the highest HP within a wide range, lasting for 4 seconds. Do an additional attack dealing 150% damage against a random enemy with the lightning storm every 0.5 seconds. Can hold 2 charges. It can hold 2 charges, and it needs 30 SP cost. I am very sure something is going into his range. Yeah. I think it's that. I think Passenger is the worst one, in my opinion. We're currently doing a poll for YouTube to decide which one is the worst, but I think it's Passenger. I think Scotty is better. I see some use for Scotty, but I have always a hard time with Passenger. He's looking good, though. But that's about everything. I'm not a big fan of him. Sorry, I tried him. I tried him on which stage? The one with the smoke. I tried him there. It just didn't do it. It just didn't fulfill its purpose. He looked good. If that's his purpose, then he did a good job then. Sculptor. Sculptor is always a huge debate if she's useful or not. And I have to admit, I personally think... I mean, wait a second. Not if she's useful or not. It's a debate if she's like an S+ or an S on my tier list. I was reading WhatsApp. That's why I was just doing autopilot there. But like Sculptor is S or S+. Reason why my tier list I decided to go with just S is because most S+ are units that I have to place down and they do an amazing job without doing anything. But Sculptor still needs some brain. There's like, she has 3 skills that are useful, that can be used, that are doing really well. Now if you're a new player, you have her, you just started off, she's your first 6-star, you will have a hard time. She's not healing that much if she's not E1 yet. Even with E2, in the beginning, her heal is not that amazing. You will have a hard time as a beginner. Now, a hard time. It's harder to use her than a Blaze or something, you know. But if you are an experienced player, if you know how to play this game, this girl is insanely good. Definitely one of the strongest. I love her. I use her every time, every day on my Special Ops account. So what she does not attack, continuously heal all ally in the range, plus 10% of self-attack every second, self unaffected by Inspire. What Inspire is, it gives you additional stats, which is like HP, I don't know if it does HP, I know it's attack and defense though. Is it HP as well? I don't know. Anyway, I can summon a Seaborn that lasts for 25 seconds. The Seaborn attack range is treated as an extension of Scotty's attack range. So, if you have attack increase of Inspire effect, if you place the Seaborn in there, when they're the same operators in both ranges, it doesn't stack up. Doesn't. Keep that in mind. Not normally. With her third skill, she will. I mean, if there are allies within Scatty's attack, is Scatty or Seaborn's attack range, self-attack plus 6. If the allies are Abyssal Hunters, self-attack plus 15 instead. The Abyssal Hunters are Andriana, Gladiator, and Vector. Right? Right. I hope I'm right. So, first skill. Attack and defense. Okay. No HP. Good, I got that right. Immediately recover all HP and gain max HP 170%. Increase straight effect to 80%. And 50% of damage taken by all allies with an attack range is transfers to Skadi. The strongest effect takes present deaths. So this is a really cool skill. I would recommend using this with only another healer, so you have an additional heal for Sculptor, but it can keep all your allies alive, so I like this one. The second skill is the one I mainly use for my Special Ops account because it's easy to use, and it's the one I have M2. Grand Inspire effect equal to 60% of Skadi's attack and defense to all allies within attack range increase their effect to 20%. It's a pretty good one. It's consistent. It's always there. Because I only have 2 healers there, I use her as my main healer. So it's consistent. That's the main thing. It's a reading stream. We've been here reading for 3 hours already. That's a lot. It's not lore though. So, and the third skill, I've not used it yet. I will try against Patriot, probably at Friday stream, we will see. Trait changes to losing 5% self HP every second. Deal 70% true damage to all enemies within attack range every second. Damage from self and Seaborn stacks. Grand Inspire effect equal to 110% of Skadi's attack to all allies within attack range. Problem is, Trait loses 5% self HP every second. I need to have her with a heal now. Because otherwise, she would just die. The thing is, it's true damage, which is super cool. And now the Seaborn and her attack range will stack up. Which is good. If we have this type of reading stream where will lore reading stream happen? Maybe one day. Gotta get used to reading. So all in all skills are very usable. It's like this one is a little bit more difficult to use, but I really like her. She is strong. She's definitely one of the strongest. It's just you gotta learn how to use her. For example, if I have now a Clifford that is 800 attack, and I have now M3 skill to Sculptor, he has now 1000 attack. 200 attack more, which is kind of big, right? So imagine that with a with a sorcerer or something. It synergizes really well with everyone, so she's a really good supporter. Gladia is in my opinion, one of the best pullers. She's the best puller. The thing about her, she has a self-regeneration, which is super helpful. You can place her somewhere without a heal and she doesn't die immediately. While she's being quite tanky, actually. So, skill can displace enemy. Can be placed on a higher ground. Skill 1. When deployed, all Abyssal Hunters operators recover 2.5 max HP every second and receive 25% less physical and arts damage from Seaborn enemies. Will hire someone to read instead of him. I could do that. So, self-heal, 2.5% doesn't seem like a lot, but it's something, and I do like it. And when attacking enemies with weight 3, deal 130% damage. So, if there's a heavy enemy that she can't pull, it just deals more damage. Also, a nice talent to have. Skill 1 deals an insane amount of damage. I used it for the no gacha account, CC5 risk 18 on the right side. It deals way more damage than I expected, so not bad. And unlike every other puller, it can hold charges. So it's a consistent pull down while it deals a ton of damage. Increase attack interval. This is now the second skill. Increase the attack interval plus 50%. I was scared of this when I first read this. Expand attack range. So it will be the attack range of Clifford's second skill. Attack targets 2 enemies and prioritize blocked enemies. Dealing 1,800 dealing 180% physical damage and pulling them towards self with large force. So you can pull 2 enemies down at the same time, which is big. And it deals quite some damage and it pulls down. That's all it needs to do. And it's more than just one attack. It's for 20 seconds straight. Also, Soul the White Angel. Thank you very much for joining in. Really appreciate that. So it's also consistent, a good skill. I like that one. And the third skill deals a ton of damage, trust me. Inflict bind to a faraway target and regenerate a tornado centered center on it. The tornado inflicts 50% movement, minus 50% movement speed to nearby enemies. Deal 130% arts damage. As I said, I love arts damage. It's the meta currently. Always helpful. Every 1.5 seconds and pulls them towards the center with large force. When the skill ends, pull the enemies nearby the tornado self with large force. So in the end, like, it will be a tornado. It keeps the enemy from moving towards you or away from you, and at the end, it will pulse the enemies towards you. And it is deals arts damage, deals a ton of damage. Was finally able to catch a stream. I really appreciate that. Today we have a little bit of a unique stream, you need to know. So this is the first time we're reading on stream. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. And yes, it is a really good one. Glad is amazing. She has also really, really good stats. Damage-wise, 800 is insane. She gets more with trust and everything. She's also quite tanky. I think she's great. It's useful for bind though. The bind is super important there as well. So if I would recommend you, I would recommend you leveling the third skill. It doesn't really matter which skill you're leveling. All of them can find a use in the game. But if I would have to just select one, I would probably go with the third skill. Because it just binds them right. Good. 2 more and then we're finally done. Damn, that is something. Good. Cesith. Someone that is also called being one of the most OP operators in the game. Cesith is a healer. And she is not a normal healer. So if you want to build her because you need healers, I'd recommend you to not do that and focus on something else. She's amazing, but not because she's a healer. She's amazing because she can summon something that is stronger than everything you have seen before. And that's why she's amazing. So, can summon and heal monster. Monster has a 25 seconds redeployment time. Cesith will prioritize healing self and monster. If not within Cesith range, monster defense is reduced to 0. So, if monster has like 5% damage loss and your friend units are like at 1% HP, Cesith will either heal herself or the monster. I think she will heal you if everything's max HP though. Then I think she will heal that person. But before that, she doesn't. So this is a little bit of a problem there. And many people say like, yeah, that's annoying. But she's OP. Trust me on that. When monster is defeated, excludes retreats, stun all enemies within the 8 surrounding tiles for 3 seconds and deal 1,200 true damage to them. Damage is always nice to have, right? And yeah. First skill, self and monster defense plus 150%, self gains 50% physical block. Okay, not too interesting, not something I would level. So it's either the second skill or the third skill you should level. Self attack speed plus 100, monster attack 90%, monster attack multiple enemies equal to block count. So now for you guys that you have more information, it's important to see how tanky monster is. 1,400 attack power, max HP 5,433, defense 405. You see now, this shit is tanky. And if you consider like it can get more damage of the 1,400 it already has, it's freaking broken. So yes, this skill is tied to monster. When it's tied, it's not deployed, forcibly activated, skills removed. All SPM become unable to gain SP. Okay. Good. Next one, monster defense plus 200. Monster gains 260% attack, and that gradually decays to 0 over the skill duration and deals 2 damage if the monster doesn't kill any enemies within the skill duration to lose 50% max HP after the skill ends. The skill is tied to monster. So, this is insanely strong. So keep in mind that shit is 405 defense, gets 200% more defense, broken. Attack 260% more of the 1,400. Now, as I said, it gradually decays, keep that in mind, to 0, but it is really strong. It's for 20 seconds, and it's true damage. And true damage is the thing, one of the best things to have in Arknights. Deals a ton of damage, and it's great. It's great. 5k attack. So yeah. Team 5, I'm not gonna sleep. I'm not gonna stream for that long. We only have to go for one more. So, Ellison, thanks much for joining in. Have a nice sleep. Good night, Cesith. Good night, Ellison. Have a nice one. Yes. So, Cesith in general, really strong operator. You can decide which skill you like the most. But the monster is what makes her strong. Don't level her as a healer. Level her as a damage dealer, I guess. She is really good. If you need more damage dealers, this is your to go. She also heals when she's not dealing damage. So, yeah, cool. Good. Last one. should we talk about Carnelian? It's coming out soon, but I don't really have a lot of information about Carnelian. I think I'm gonna talk about her. You know, we're gonna talk about her. So Carnelian is the same archetype as Beeswax. So does not attack normally, instead gain increased defense 200%, arts resistance plus 20 when skill is inactive. This arts damage to all enemies within range during skill duration. So, important for you to know this. Carnelian and Beeswax are pretty much the same on the... they are the same, I meant, on the archetype. So what they do, there are tanks on the top tiles, which is sometimes nice to have, for example, for Frost, if you need someone to tank their hits. Or, for example, Patriot, you can maybe try to weaken with Shamara's Patriot's attack, and then you can go with a Beeswax as last or first away deployed operator, and then Patriot will attack with the spear Beeswax or Carnelian, and with the puppet, they will survive the spear from Patriot. So something like that can be used for. Like you can use that archetype, and it's kind of nice to have like a operator you can place on top of everything that can tank stuff. I like this archetype. Recover 40% max HP every activating skill when charged effect is doubled. This is a strong one. So as you guys know, she's not out yet at the time of recording. This is insanely good. Like, this is good. Recover 40% max HP after activating skill. When charged, effect is doubled. I don't really know what it means with charged. So yeah, you can tank Patriot side without any debuff or buff Beeswax max level. That's the thing. Most people don't have the max level though. That's why I said for sure maybe you should debuff them. Or just give them more defense in some way. Maybe like use a Shining with this third skill to give them more defense or something. So, when SP is above the limit, SP recovery speed. When SP is above the limit, SP recovery speed +6. Okay. Okay, this is not bad. Wait, when SP is above the limit. Yeah, I just want to say, this is awkward. What does it mean? But now I get it. Now everything makes sense. So she can probably stack, like she can probably have multiple skills at the same time, like charge, and then when it's above the limit, it charges faster, or it increases the percentage of the heal. I guess. Attack plus 60%, defense plus 100%. Charged effect. Rate remains active during skill. Okay. Can continuing recover SP after reaching the... Okay, now I get it. That's what I was looking for. Can continuing recovering SP after reaching the maximum. When SP reaches double the maximum, enter charge state. Skills have additional effects. When activated in charged state, all SP is consumed whenever skill is activated. Now everything makes sense, right? So, first skill doesn't even look that bad. It gets defense, so she would still be kind of tanky, even though she is having the skill. Greatly reduces attack interval, minus 1.1 second. Attack interval inflicts slow for 3 seconds. Charged effect. Attack plus 20. Slow effect is changed to bind for 6. You gotta really understand that with the charge thing. I can see that this is not the easiest thing to do at first, when you first play her. I expand attack range. Attack value increases to 280%. 280%. Charge effect. Attack increases damage taken by the target from Carnelian by 20%, up to 5 stacks, lasting until the skill ends. Okay. So Carnelian seems like, let's just say, a unique operator in her archetype, in my opinion. Like, the charge thing is something new that none of the other operators in the archetype have. So I can see why it can be confusing for some, but it does look pretty strong. It does look okay strong. And like the first skill looks great, the second skill and the third skill also. Which one would I level? It depends on the situation. I think either skill 3 and 2 can be useful in either one. Charge is very new, but you will have other op with the charge skill later on. Okay, cool to know. I like her design as well. Like, I like Beeswax a little bit more, but she's also she's beautiful, right? I like her. She's beautiful. You would say skill free. Skill free is control, skill free is for nuke. Yeah. I mean, both skills seem nice. It depends on what you like more. If you want to have control or if you want to have the damage. But either way, I think that is enough for every single 6-star. So if you want to see more, like if you want to see me go through the 5 stars and 4 star and 3 stars as well, and 2 and 1 stars, I can do that. But I think for YouTube, if you enjoyed this, thanks so much for watching. And hey, maybe leave a like or maybe subscribe if you want. Or maybe follow my only feed. I don't know. Anyway, with that said, guys, have a nice one. And bye-bye, Semestai. Have a good one. Sayonara, Mesai. I fucked it up. Bye-bye, Semestai. Have a good one. See ya. Gosh damn it. I fucked up the ending. I'm terrible. Bad streamer. Anyway, that was for YouTube, not for you guys. Good. I should have maybe went with that. I am so freaking scuffed. But yeah, those are the 6 stars. Yeah, I think I have to admit I learned a lot. Like, I learned a ton today. That was actually really helpful for me. But there's no way I'm. It took me 3 hours and 20 minutes for that amount of 6 stars. Until here. There is no way that I'm gonna go through through every single operator. Like, look at no. Hey, I gotta figure it out how I can make this a little bit quicker. Can you buy skins for operators you don't have? Yes, you can. You can definitely do that. But it's just a gamble that you get them eventually. When is the next event? Next Tuesday or tomorrow? I think we have a dead week. Usually it would be tomorrow, but because it's a dead week, I guess it's next week. I haven't heard anything. 5-star next stream. That would be like, honestly, that would be like a 5-hour stream. We can do that like every month once, or like every 2 weeks, maybe. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can go through. I just thought, like, do you think it's a useful thing, like, for people like that just start off, that they can listen to someone that has a little bit more experience to know what they think about it? Now, even if I had a wrong opinion, they were still able to read chat, and if I was wrong, you were saying like, yeah, I think that is that and that and that. I think it finds a use. Now, I don't know if people watch it on YouTube, I don't know, but I still think it's nice to have this option for people that are interested. Good, I think I'm gonna end it for now here. I think that was the stream. For everyone, I know it was not the most interesting stream to watch, but I still enjoyed you guys for being here. Like 87 people. Me just reading through every Arknights is insane. Are we going to pull for Canadian Cesith? Yes, I will. On both accounts, I guess. Canadian banner has Clifford and Kirara in the banner, so special ops account I will. On my main account, I'm supposed to open stuff. That's my job, so I will obviously do that. So I gotta make sure I'm gonna raid someone today. Who are we raiding? I don't know. Somehow I didn't read Palace and the rest. Yeah, we're not reading Cien. Because I can't really give any good information. You saw it, Canadian. I was very confused. It's just, if I don't have the experience with the operators, I don't think there's any use for me doing that. Or not for me, for the people that are watching. I don't think it will help them if I just say stuff that I think from reading if I have no personal experience with that. And that's what I was afraid of. So we're gonna raid Rambi. I guess. There's no one else live. So Rambi it is. Rambi has also been live for quite a while. Oh, wait. Good. So, guys, honestly, you guys were amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I would say, with that said, have a beautiful evening. Have a beautiful Wednesday. If it's still Wednesday for you, have a beautiful Thursday. If it's already Thursday for you. And with that said, guys, I say, have a nice one. And bye-bye, Simrasai. Have a good one. And see ya.